Okay, we have a green box. We have a live counter ticking up. That should mean we are live, or very soon will be. And that, of course, means welcome back to the Storytime Network. It is once again D&D Sunday. It's been a good 2-3 weeks since we'd last had a session. But
Yeah, we've had 2 off weeks, so it's been 3 weeks.
But we are back and raring to go as level 8 adventurers.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Right then, so last we left our heroes with Aldane, the half-elf paladin, Dairon, the Genasi rogue, Felix, the Eladrin painter, and Seamus, the half-elf bard, with the four of you having basically, when you woke up with some soldiers and Hayato and Kuro as well, you made your way through the domain of the Dracolich piece with some frights, some close calls, and a few people who nearly died. You eventually made your way through. Once you got into the main chamber, you got to see the dragon turtle resurfacing and ready to basically capsize the platform you were on, if not for the aid of the Genbu themselves. With their little blessing and letting you have something to fight on, you did a very fantastic showing, in fact, as you beat the shit out of the dragon turtle. And in the end, Felix finally got a piece of the Dracolich. And yeah, afterwards, Felix had a little bit of a moment with the Dracolich, the vessel of the Dracolich, and put him out of his misery. And then you all got some time to rest. Although, last we left off was just before you guys were at Felix's house. But I'm going to say we can cut to the next day, if you'd be fine with that, and we can then just... You can all get chatting, I guess, about what your plans are next.
What, no talk about the big reveal?
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. Hayato also had a word with you afterwards, where he basically let you into some of the most innermost sanctum of the country. And in there, you learned some very worrying truths about the world, in that there is in fact 2 more continents. One based in the sky, which it seems every native Tennoyama citizen was descended from that continent, and everyone who did come from there was considered a criminal and brought to Tiral. And then there's also the continent of the seas.
Good to know we're living in fantasy Australia.
Atlantis!
And then there was a third mysterious continent. A dark continent. I'm just kidding.
Oh, god damn it.
No, if I was gonna pull from any series, I'd do a good one, not Hunter x Hunter.
I hate that I understood that was a Hunter x Hunter reference, too.
I make no apologies.
Yeah. With all of that in tow, you then... Yeah. So it's the next day. It's a nice sunny morning. As you guys are at the embassy, I assume just enjoying your breakfast and ready to, mingle.
Yeah.
You do actually see Kurogane there, by the way, who is also just, getting ready to eat with you guys.
Huh, I thought Kuro would be avoiding us solidly until it was time to leave.
Why
out
would
of
I be
fear.
avoiding you guys?
Out of fear that you'd get dragged into something again.
It's more that I'll be dragging you guys into something, probably.
Joy joys.
We do owe you that much.
So what is the plan for you guys? Because I'm willing to let you guys have few weeks off if you'd be happy with that.
If you don't mind, I'd like to stop. I'll break off from you guys and head to Akira's cabin.
I mean, it's on the way back for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I want to stay and train with Akira for a little bit.
I mean, all
Damn,
of you
that was
could do
my
if you
idea.
wanted.
Yeah, trading arc time.
Now,
I mean,
I'm just going to ask a little clarifying thing. I know it's probably not feasible to do this, or even possible, but is it at all possible to train to the point of leveling up a stat? Or is it only through ASI and stat boosting items?
you could train. It would just take a long ass time, and I'm gonna say now, the downtime you'll be getting is 3 weeks, which will not be enough. You'd need
How long would it
maybe-
take to level up this?
Maybe an uninterrupted month or two, depending on how high of a level you would get. Maybe even longer as you get higher in levels.
So basically a month-long training montage.
Yes. And
Damn,
you
and
have
you're only
that
giving us
time?
3 weeks?
Yes. I mean, to be fair, I also didn't account for someone wanting to train up to a level. You'll eventually get month-long downtime. It's just not right now. There's
I'm
Rather-
fine with that. I just
somewhat-
need to know if it was possible.
It is. It's just,
Hard.
you know.
Very involved.
Yeah. It also depends on whom you train with. Like, Akira would probably be the best trainer, just because it's Akira.
Yeah.
Failing that, it would probably be then Oryx, because he's also, like, incredibly high in the power rating.
Yeah, so and it'd be a month to just boost one of your stats by 1 point.
Well, no, I'd allow you to get a level. It would just be quite a long ordeal, and yeah,
Oh, like a full level up?
I'd be fine with it. It would just, again, it would be very long, and you basically could not break from it. Like, once you're in, if you give up at any point, you have wasted your time. So it's an
Yeah,
all or
must
nothing kind of deal.
Complete the training.
Can it, Yoda?
But yeah,
So if a world
unfortunately-
catastrophe happens in the middle of that training, it's all for naught. But you know.
But unfortunately, yes, proper training isn't really feasible. You could still visit him, like his home on the way, but actually staying to do any real training would be quite involved, and you aren't allowed. You don't have that time.
Let's save that for maybe a point where we're trying to get like a major level up, like one that gets us a lot of stat boosts or something.
That'd be level 9, actually.
Yeah, so that would be
Level-
that would be good.
Level 9 is a pretty big level for most classes. But
Damn, just give us an extra week, man.
no.
Really kind of isn't for me. I mean, I get
So,
the proficiency
fair,
bonus and I
actually-
get the spell slot level up, but that's about it.
Looking at it, probably monk, fighter, and sorcerer at least get it. Have the actually, yeah, they probably get the least use. Oh, and warlock, because all warlock and sorcerer get is the next tier of levels, but they literally get nothing else. But hey, you're none of those.
Yeah, but just the same as them, all I get is the upped proficiency bonus, an extra spell known, a couple of extra ink slots, and spell slot level going up. That's about it.
Cry about it.
I
That
am.
doesn't sound too bad.
Cope, sieve, and mold.
Just enjoy your huff of copium.
But still, yes, you don't even have the time anyway, so... Sorry to dash your hopes there, fellas.
Yeah, anyway.
That's fine.
Felix speaks up
changes my plan.
and says, I would like to stick around in
Also
Utah for at least a couple more days, if nothing else, to
Also, the
go see my master.
downtime will take place once you actually, like... by the time it would get to Centralis, that's when the downtime would kick in.
Right.
So, or wherever you go, because you could just
I'm
decide
in
to stay in Yuto for the
Centralis.
entirety.
Ooh,
I mean,
that gave me an idea. Okay.
I mean, if you stay in Yuto, you'd get like an extra week, but that's still not really enough. Because a month isn't 28 days. This isn't Stardew Valley.
Also, what is the
True.
date right now?
So once you actually got back to the city and actually found out, because time shenanigans and missing stuff. Let me just bring up the calendar because I need to make sure again. It has actually the 3rd of January, the 3rd of the first month.
Oh dang!
Oh wow, so we've missed
So
Genesis
you've missed
Day.
New Year's and you've missed New Year's and Christmas.
Well, dang!
To be fair, you've also been doing a lot of traveling in between, so yeah.
Well, we'll have to
Well,
have
we
a.
I will say you can call Oryx and have him teleport you back to Centralis. So you'd basically be allowed to start the entirety of the first month back in Centralis or wherever it is you go.
You know what? I think what we should do is we could spend a couple more days here in Yuto and then call Oryx and port over to Centralis.
Hopefully,
That sound like a plan for you guys?
Yeah, hopefully it'll still be standing after that mercenary group left.
What will you actually do after you get to Centralis, though, is the thing.
That is a good question, and we will burn that bridge when we get to it.
Oh, so we're not gonna stay in Yuto at all?
No, we are going to stay for a few days.
Okay.
Until the end of the week, and then...
Yeah.
So, doesn't Seamus have some unresolved stuff he needs to take care of?
Exactly. I have some mob boss shit to look into.
Oh, boss, that sounds fun. Aldean will go with you on this one.
Oh,
more
absolutely
like-
not, cop.
It's more straight up
Oi!
political stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I want to give it like a mafiosa vibe. We gotta give them a deal that they cannot refuse, an offer that they cannot refuse.
Yeah, Aldean, you're the most cop of the four of us.
Yeah.
Well,
these,
just
types,
because he's
these types don't like pigs, man. You reek of bacon.
And hey, it's appropriate that Aldane's parents weren't married when they had him, so he is a bastard.
Hey, you bastard.
Oi. Oi.
So yeah.
Darwin would still like to make the trek, start the trek to Akira's place.
I mean, if you just want to let Oryx know, he can just be like, "Oh, hey, okay, I can take you over."
Yeah, I think the thing I wanted to do was talk to. So, kind of, we had talked about Darwin learning to read the wind a little bit.
And yeah, a bit of a training thing with that. Again, though.
Is that something that Darwin could start and stop, or?
What? I'm sure. Didn't I say it would need to be actual biological blind sight? Because I'm sure I remember saying that about it. Let me find it. Yeah, it'd have to be natural blind sight.
Oh, I see. Okay, I misunderstood.
Like when rogues eventually get blind sight, for example, or other means.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I knew we had this conversation, but yes, there we go.
Okay. Then never mind.
Don't worry, Darren, you can come with me to see my master and learn about painting.
You know what? Fine. That sounds like fun.
So Aldane is gonna watch Seamus deal with the Akane clan, yes?
Sure.
And Felix is going to introduce Daron to their painting master.
Why do I feel like this
I
should be
mean-
the opposite person going with each person? But
Aldane, I mean, wait, he's gonna come with me and he's gonna kind of let me do my thing, but just be added muscle?
Yes.
You don't know what might happen. They might try and throw a punch at you.
Hmm.
And one of you, and Aldane is
Okay.
definitely more equipped to take a punch than you are.
And he's, I hate to say this, a little bit better under pressure than
Aldane's
Seamus
also
can be.
capable of being intimidating. It also has a good charisma mod to
good charisma
match with
mod.
yours.
Yeah, just don't do cop shit.
Why would I do cop shit?
Yeah, just don't be a cop, Aldane. I say
Yeah,
as
just-
I'm also going to be the Dragonic says he's like 7 guys.
God damn it, you're even more of a cop, Kuro.
I mean, I'm only going because I kind of have to. As the brother of the Pixel, it's quite big business.
Okay.
This might be
Oi,
potential,
oi, oi.
like this. Depending on what might happen, this might completely change the course of history of this country. Like this, you might be in the history book, Seamus.
So it
More
might
than you already will
create
be.
history. Woo.
Yay. So okay, I guess we're all going. Felix, do you want to go too, or?
No,
Are you
I'm
back-
going to see my master.
Okay, good.
I promised
God.
I'd go see him, and we're going to be leaving in a few days, so.
yeah,
I mean,
and
you
I've
could
had
do that.
enough. I've had enough of the Akahanas for a little while, so
Understandable.
I don't want to
Paul's
bring too many of you guys and make them
Poor
think I'm looking
Sora.
for a fight.
Sora would be crying right now if he heard that. Crying with laughter, because he really would be happy, but
Yeah, now I understand why Sora didn't want to come back fully.
Hey, Daron. If you want, I can punch one of them.
if you see the scion of the Akahanes who isn't Sora, kick him in the nads if you can.
Sounds good. I'll make sure I'm wearing my greaves.
That or stab him with outrage, either or.
Sounds
Yes.
good.
It's been a
Outrage,
while since I've seen
guys.
Sora.
I don't want to kill these guys. I just want to school them.
I mean, if you
I
castrate
can school
that
them by kicking him in the nards.
If
You
you want to
can't
school
make
them,
one
you
of
should
them
bring them
hard.
to. If you want to school them, you should bring them to see my master. He's a very good teacher.
Not what I meant.
not that sort of schooling feeling. Actually, if you're doing all this, I'll probably reconvene with the group, the guys back at Centralis. I have missed quite a bit since I've been traveling with you guys, and I do need to keep in touch with them.
That is fair. Say hi to the gang for us.
Yep.
I do so every time.
That's good. That's good.
Tell Jade Felix has a new kit that he wants to try out.
She probably won't be in the country at this point. She'll probably be away on her birthday. Not on her
Oh,
birthday,
yeah.
on
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 New
a-
Year's.
not even just that, it's he clicks his fingers. It was the anniversary of the time that she actually got taken in by Akrua. Some information I only found out after, we all learnt that Jade was related to him in some capacity. Now I
Yeah,
kind of wish some more people would have listened into that convo.
19 now, huh?
She's what?
Oh, I'm 19.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've all had birthdays we've all forgotten about.
Yeah, I just don't know when my birthday is, so I've been treating it like around Christmas.
I'm pretty sure it's been almost a full year since the campaign started.
In universe.
Yeah.
yeah,
in
but
universe.
Aaron's birthday
Yeah,
is.
because it started around March.
Yeah, but I've been making I've been thinking of Dyron's birthday around like whatever Christmas is.
Yeah.
It's past Christmas.
Yeah, so Dyron's aged up.
So Daron's 20 now, right?
19.
Daron was 18 at the start of the campaign?
Yup.
Wow, Daron is basically a child compared to everyone else.
Dyron's the youngest person.
Well,
Babby
Seamus was
Gyron.
only about like 23, 24 at the start of the campaign.
Yeah.
Because I'm making his birthday St. Patrick's Day.
Felix is 103.
It's very funny that the youngest and the oldest party member are friends. Like the closest.
Aldana,
Well-
I think, is like 26 by this point.
I feel like Felix is still kind of a child at heart, which is a very good thing. So he's young at heart. He may be 103, but he's got the personality of more like a teenager.
I mean, the point is that's still pretty young for an elf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
comparatively, you are a teenager.
Yeah, because elves are only considered culturally an adult once they hit 100. Rua's only soon to be 24 as an elf.
hmm
And hey, Rua's dad came to TRL back when he was 17, so... And hey, Akrua left his continent when he was 18.
Yep, there you go.
He literally travelled, like...
Like
across-
18 in elf years or 18 in actual years?
Actually 18.
Oh yeah, so baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dairon. That's like what I wanted to have Dairon be, is like a character who's seen some shit
Mm.
and is like has seen some shit that would like make a 30-year like a true adult be like, oh fuck, I've lived a long life, and they're
Well,
only
that's why.
18.
Well, that's actually why Akrua changed his name, even when he was still only 18, because he did so much. He was basically had the experience of an adult already and didn't consider himself a child any longer. Rua's still yet to get an adult name though.
Wonder what kind of name he'll choose.
Who knows? Well, are we getting on with things then?
Yes.
People are going
Yep.
places. So we'll start with Felix and Dairon's bit first, just because Seamus's would be a lot more serious.
Yeah.
You don't know, this
Well-
could be serious.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you could speak to. I mean, it depends on what you speak to Raphael about.
Oh, I love Raphael.
Yeah, that's
It's a
his
shame
name,
you didn't-
Raphael the Grey.
Yes.
Oh.
Anyway, so
Hey, what about Gandalf?
as you all go your separate ways, Felix, you show Dairon around the area and eventually lead them to Raphael's studio. I'm gonna say it's probably. I wouldn't say it's very early in the morning, but it's early enough that you know that like you could go in through the back, and he'd be inside setting up.
So yeah, this is where I spent most of my last few years in Tennoyama.
Seems like a really nice place, Felix.
And this is how I actually got in. I technically wasn't a student of his because we couldn't do things officially, but he always treated me like one.
Those are always the funnest of relationships I've found. My old man, the one who took me in, started my training like that too.
But, you know, we're at the point where shouldn't need to hide it, but
Traditions are traditions, aren't they?
yeah. Well, the main shop probably isn't open at this point, so we should head in through the back and say hi and maybe get some painting done. It's been a while since I've had a chance to actually properly paint.
I might as well try to learn a few things, or at least, give it an old try.
Just before we go in, try not to mention Black Rain too much.
Yeah, we'll do.
He's a little sensitive about it.
honestly fair. Also, will not mention anything about. Did you tell us, out of character, did you tell us what your dad told you?
It's a good question. I don't think I've had the chance yet, I would say.
Okay. Okay.
I think that I probably will at some point, but like it happened the night before we started the dragon turtle fight,
Right, fair.
and
I
we
just
are only a couple of days removed from that shit. I don't think
Yeah.
Felix has really processed it properly enough to tell it to people.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Why? What's wrong with just casually telling people that you black Dranian nobility? Not hard.
Hmm.
I mean, not like I want to relive those memories anyway. So,
Yeah.
he doesn't have a problem with anyone from Both Batman, does he?
I think he has contacts there that he, sells some art to, but I don't think it's anything too big or like overt, I guess. I doubt there'll be anyone in the shop. It tends to be sort of like a long distance call.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
mean, you could have let me know at least before you were coming, Felix. You hear him before you see him, as you do see your master approaching.
Hi, Master.
Apparently-
Gives a short bow. Yeah, it's
You're
sort of
both-
a spur
you're
of the
both
moment
talking
thing.
to You're both talking to each other for so long, I couldn't help but notice.
Chiron gives a very flourishing bow.
Bows are not necessary. Any friend of Felix's is a friend of mine.
Yeah, but any father figure of Felix's is worth a bow.
Father figure, well,
Felix is blushing a little bit as he introduces Darren as a friend and companion.
Do I know you, by the way? The Kenku gentleman says to you, Dairon.
Do you?
I feel like I met someone like you once before. Possibly my imagination.
Could be.
Nevertheless, I trust you're one of the many other heroes who helped save our fair country from that horrible mess.
Yes, we just returned from the Eastern Sea.
It
Not
was a
too
bit of
long
a horror
ago.
seeing that sudden pillar of blue light afterwards.
Yeah,
You get used to it.
it tends to be a whole thing.
Still, come in. Let's not chat outside too much. And he
Quick question. Sorry, Kyro, do you mean Felix's master is a Kenku?
yes, he is.
Okay.
He leads you in. He actually leads you in from the front and opens it already. And he just says, like, there's no point in it not being let open early. Especially if there are already people coming in, as you both are. And he leads you inside. It's more of a modest affair compared to what, you might see from the more higher class studios. It's definitely one that's more affordable if you were to, like, be a student. There's already, like, a couple of canvases and stuff that were laid out. It looks like probably from, like, the last class that was held.
Yeah.
Before probably things went to shit when you guys had to fight the dragon turtle. So, what is it you both wanted to do today, then? Just come to chat, or what?
Felix wanted to come say hello and figured I'd join him on a stroll. I'm tired of dealing with intrigue and country politics, so...
Yeah, our other two friends are going to be going to see the Akahane clan, and that's going to be a whole thing.
I already had to deal with them earlier. I decided to tag out with Aldane.
Slowly nods. Fair enough. I've dealt with enough stress in my lifetime to last a while. I'd like some peace for a bit, although something in my old bones tells me that we're doing for the long haul.
There's a lot of stuff happening, but
The world is definitely moving.
we're helping to take care of it.
He sagely
Gembu
nods.
certainly seems to think so.
Gembu. Seems like you've been playing with very interesting forces.
Yeah, I've met Genbu a few times now. He's nice. He's nice. Better than the Byako, certainly.
Yako.
Hmm.
So he's nicer
As
than
you're-
Yako.
As he's about to continue, you do actually hear a knock at the door, and you see a very familiar gentleman come in. A Goliath with a very iconic hat steps in with bright green eyes as he just looks in and just says, "Oh, my apologies, I didn't realize there was people in. Oh, hello both of you. It's been a while."
It has. How are you doing?
As you recognize it is Xavier, whatever.
Mr. X.
Mr. Xavier.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you both. I was actually here just to collect the commission that I asked from Sir de Grey here. And you do see Raphael just like, "Oh yes, give me 1 second," as he goes into the back, and you just hear a bit of rustling as he pulls out a canvas that is covered up at the moment, and he just brings it over to the Goliath gentleman, who easily lifts it up with one hand. The Goliath then just slowly lifts the tarp from the canvas off and just gives a small smile as he looks at it. If you want, you can have a look as well.
Sure.
Do you?
No. I think Daron's gonna let Mr. X have his privacy.
He's not really like hiding it away, it's more just you could move around to see it.
Would you mind, Xavier? Or?
Not at all. He shows it to you. He actually turns it over and he shows you a Goliath woman. Brown, lush hair. And yeah, it's just a very beautiful woman, honestly. It's only like the upper half of her body, but you just see her in sort of a more relaxed like expression. She definitely looks older, probably. Well, it's hard to tell. She looks young, like in the photo, but it seems like more, what's it called? It's like he's described the look of this lady to Master de Grey, and then it's sort of like a mix of her looking old and young. It's hard to tell.
Beautiful.
The lady in the image does look familiar, though. You can tell that much.
Is there a role we need to make, or?
Intelligence, if you both want to get an idea.
Probably for the best that I didn't tech along then, because I am meagerly intelligent.
You have no clue, Dairon. Felix, you are sure this lady looks very familiar. I mean, she does anyway, that's why I asked you to
Yeah,
make the
we're getting a
roll.
lot of background noise.
I will mute then, sorry.
Yes, thank you.
His chair be too squeaky.
Like, because the thing is, you've seen quite a lot of Goliaths, like, especially within Centralis and Tenoyama and a few other places, Felix.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes you a moment and you realise that this lady actually looks, what's it called? Let me find it now. This is the person that she looks very familiar to.
Ah. Interesting.
Yes. This was my wife, actually. Although she died quite a few years ago. And it's been over a decade now. But I wanted this to remind myself of her image. We lost each other back when we got ambushed by the cult of the Tarask. And I never saw her since. I don't know what's happened to her. But yes, still, I wanted to get this of her to remind myself of her. And it is quite brilliant, in fact.
That's master's work for you.
Well, it was good to see you both. Maybe next time
You
you
as
pop
well.
into Venari, I could treat you all to a drink. Until then,
Give Ivor and that's not knows Brad our best.
he's actually doing quite well, that young man. He's now only... he's not only the head of community service. Well, I mean, he's only head of community service because he's had to do it that much. He's the only one who knows it that well. But anyway, until then, I will see you around. He
See you as well.
lowers his head a bit with his hat and then just leaves.
He's a good guy. Stalwart, reliable.
Did
He
that
may be important later out of character. We may need to rely on him later, so let's stay on good terms with him.
did the lady in the picture remind you of anyone, Darren?
No,
Far as-
couldn't really get a good sense of that. It seemed familiar, but
Hmm.
maybe Jade, but that's racist.
Maybe or maybe not. I'll have to think on it a little bit more.
Raphael
Wow.
does actually jump in and just says, it was meant to be a likeness of what his wife should have looked like around this time if she was still alive.
Hmm.
Have you seen someone like that before, Felix? Or?
Someone like that, I don't think. I've seen a few Goliaths now. You know, just out and about, but again, have to think on it. Maybe we'll see them out and about again, and you know, I can be sure. But till then, after my last, you know, occasion of thinking this person is definitely this person and being completely wrong, I don't want to jump into something too hastily. Anyway, Master, I've got some. I've been working on some stuff that I would like to show you, and you know, start getting out paintings that I've done. Certainly the big ones.
Ooh.
He's done a
And he
few
just
portraits.
he just looks through him and just looks through him. He's clearly taking the time to examine them, and he's giving them the respect they deserve. And he's just, the technique has definitely improved, and I see how your style has evolved and become more unique and individual. Definitely seems like this journey was good for you.
It definitely has. If nothing else, I wouldn't have met my friends.
You seem stronger anyway, and just will. And I mean, if we're being completely honest, some part of me felt like you came off as a bit of a diverer before you left. There was a level of indecisiveness, I feel like you could say. But it definitely seems like you've come more into your own as a man, or just a person. And I'm proud of that.
Thank you.
It seems like this way of life suits you.
I think it does, and gotten to see so many new things. We got to go to the Forbidden Ice.
Oh, did you know?
We got to see see a ancient white dragon, some kind of bear oni thing.
Oh,
Oni Bear's gonna come back and try to kill us at some point.
He was nice. He helped us.
Oni Bear. From the ropes! RKO!
but yes.
You done?
Yeah, I just needed to get that out because I still think about that scene. It was awesome.
Well then, definitely seems like you've got a lot of stories to tell. Next time you're back and you do spend a good time here, I'll have to listen to more in depth.
Hmm.
Although, are you planning to stay here very long?
Just a few days.
We do have to
I
get back to
mean-
Centralis at some point.
If you do go back to Centralis, do tell the young, well, I say young, he's in his 30s, the Akahane gentleman Sora that
He owes me
I wish
money.
him well.
We will.
Yeah,
We're good friends with him.
He owes me money.
I think he owes everybody money.
Probably.
Yeah, some shape or form.
This was I should really pay Centralis to visit again. There was a gentleman who was very skilled at mahjong that I've not seen in a long while.
Are they a black turtle or a satyr?
Turtle, actually, yes.
Mm.
You know Ration and you play Mahjong?
Here and there. I only got into it because of him.
Same!
Dara is just laughing.
I watched him take a bribe from a massage parlor where he told them he wouldn't threaten to tell the authorities that he had illegal immigrants working there in exchange for about 5,000 gold.
That's Ration.
And as I was ready to tell them, he, got to tell me his backstory and how, he lives in the slums and whatnot. And how he became to be known as the parasite of the Centralis.
I forget, do we know that stuff in character?
You've heard the name before about the parasite.
Yeah, we've heard the
and he'd have
parasite
told you
bit,
about-
but
He'd have told you about it from him.
fair enough. I just honestly couldn't remember if that was, in character knowledge or out of character knowledge.
Yeah.
I knew it, I just didn't know who knew it.
You definitely do know. In and out, don't worry. But yes, very interesting man. Seems to know a lot of people and seems to be able to go a lot of places.
Yeah, we've seen him out and about in quite a few places. Got to meet his brother, in inverted commas, at the Blue Sands Resort.
Oh, he has a brother. Excellent.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, all he had was a father who passed away a while ago. Well, probably about 4 or 5 years now. Well then.
Well, I'll
I'm
make sure to give him your regards as well.
I'm so rude. I should get you some tea. Give me 1 moment. I'll be back soon. And as he does that, we'll cut to the other two.
Woohoo!
Actually, just give me one. I've got a sneeze coming.
Bless you.
That was very powerful.
Yes. So, if you want to deal with this thing with the actual, the Akahanes, you'd have to probably... your best bet would be to go see Hayato first. So that he can actually arrange things properly.
Alright.
So as
It's up
you
to Seamus.
Say that? What?
you'll have to go visit Hayato to get the ball rolling.
Alright, let's do it.
So as you go to the pagoda, the one with which the peak soul and the staff work at, basically, yep, you make your way there, and you do see a few guards who give you all very respectful nods, just saying like, "Good work, soldier. It's good to see you're alive." Could you please mute yourself, Jack?
Sorry.
Just 'cause there's a lot of background noise.
Are you crunching on something, Jack?
No,
It's like you're
not
eating
yet.
chips. Oh, so you're just playing around with a bag of chips.
Anyway, so you both get very respectful nods, appreciating the work you've done. A few of the soldiers actually do recognise from when you rode on the griffins together.
Nice.
As
Seamus
you,
gives them like little nods back,
as
especially the
you-
ones that were in battle with them. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
It's alright. As you make your way along, however, you do eventually see the entrance to the pagoda, which you then, I assume, enter, and you are let inside. You're currently seeing as Hayato is in a discussion with someone, which quickly probably turns to dread for you, Seamus, as you see red feathers on this gentleman.
Oh, great.
You definitely saw this man before when you performed on stage the other day.
Oh, what was that fucker's name? I remember exactly who it was. The guy who's like kind of in charge of the Akahane right now.
He's the scion.
Yeah.
He's
Well, I say
Sora's
kind of
younger
because he's
brother.
pretty weak.
But you do see him and he just says, "How are you allowing this to happen? Are you truly telling me that after all they did to my family, they're allowed to still even walk amongst the people? They should be in chains." And you just look as Hayato is like, yes, right, okay. And then he immediately brightens up when he sees you two and just says, "Ah, Seamus, Aldane, it is good to see you both." And you just see the red feathered gentleman turn and give you both the stink eye.
Oh, out of character. What's the guy's
Hello
name
there,
again?
Hayato.
This was the name of the gentleman.
Hanekoma.
Hanekoma. Yo, Hayato. Hey, Hanekoma. Long time no see.
Yep. And you just see the Akahane who looks livid right now. And he's just like, "What are you both doing here? Don't you have better things to do?"
Well, seeing as we just solved this country's biggest problem, I'd say we got a little bit of time off, so I wanted to come see my old friend Hayato.
We'd have lasted fine without either of you. We're strong people. We don't need people like you.
Sure.
Especially-
How was that going before we got here?
I don't know.
And Hayato just gives the Kenku the side eye and just says, "Quite badly, in fact. It was only because of your intervention that we even were really saved. I don't think we could have done it without them. And so I would ask if you could kindly not only badmouth my friends, but also our honoured guests, heroes of this great country, and also the heroes of 3 other countries."
Aldane just crosses his arms and smiles.
So, what is
Seamus
it you
just
want
has
to
his
do?
hands in his pockets, just like totally looking casual the whole time.
So I have I have an idea of why you're here, but it would probably be helpful if you did potentially explain. So what is it you're both here to do today, then?
We are here, in fact, to, why don't you tell him, Seamus?
Well, we're here to kickstart the transition of power from the Akahane family to the newly revamped Osaki family.
He nods. And he just looks to Hanakoma and just says, well, isn't it perfect that you're here? And he's just like, how can this... No! I am the heir to the family, and what we are doing is more than fine, and we've done nothing wrong. It's this insect who's the problem, and he just points at Seamus.
And why am I
Good
the problem?
spell.
Why are you an insect? Because you are one.
No, why am I the problem? Being an insect, we already know that, but why am I the problem?
You're the problem because you don't know your place.
Ooh.
And what is my place in your eyes, Hanakoma?
A loyal and expendable family. The lot of you were. But unfortunately, you got a bit too big for your britches.
He said
You're-
bridges.
Sounds like you were threatened that my family was actually starting to make a name for itself and wanting to do good for the country and the countrymen.
Was it really that big of a name? It didn't take very hard to quash it.
The fact that you felt the need to quash us says all that I need to.
I was going to say Steam grit his teeth, but birds don't really have teeth. But he's basically doing the beak version of that, and you just see Hayato, like, he just looks to you, Aldain, and just rolls his eyes.
Aldean just raises his eyebrows a couple times, just like, yeah, I know.
Well,
Out of character. Am I schooling the guy or?
he looks furious.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Well, if we are going to be doing this, I believe it is only fair that we make this official and actually, so people can see and it isn't behind closed doors. That's way everyone can not only immediately understand what is going to happen, but, be aware of any changes and to be able to prepare accordingly right away. So, how about we take this outside? And as he tries to, like, gently touch, the Akahane by the shoulder to get him moving, you just see Akahane, like, flick his arm out, like, as if, don't touch me. And he's just like, how can you do this? Are you truly that much of a traitor to our people?
Well, isn't this one a charmer?
No wonder you came from common blood, because that's all you are. Common scum hang out with common scum. That's how it always is, and that's how it always will be. And before
Rude
he can
and
continue,
classist.
before he can
Seamus steps in here and says,
wait.
okay.
Hayato's got a thing he's gonna do. That hits him.
Ah.
Let me see. As you just watch as Hayato just gives him a right hook. Right in the eye. Oh yeah, strength is a +4. So he punches him in the eye for 7 damage and instantly knocks him out.
No, stop. Don't. You don't need to do that. Violence is not the answer.
You actually hear a couple of guardsmen in the building just snicker to themselves.
As satisfying as that was, won't that cause some trouble politically?
Absolutely. It will, but...
Was it worth it?
Yes.
Oh, in that case, thank you for that, Hayato. You didn't need to. I was just about ready to give him a wallop of my own.
I mean, he's right there. He's on the floor. You can kick him if you want.
Dude, that's just not cool. I wanted to be the one to send him to the ground.
But But Seamus, it's not your fault you accidentally kicked him in the testicles.
I was gonna say, Aldane, remember you made a promise.
Yes,
You
you
did.
fulfill a promise, so I need to go. It's all right if I cards.
I think it should be fair that Seamus does it first.
Fine, Seamus, go first.
Here's the
I'm not gonna
gift.
kick this guy when he's down.
I'm posting
As much
the
as I
gift in
hate
general.
him.
It's like the scene in JoJo's where they're all just kicking that guy in the floor.
Hold on. I lay on hands for 1 hit point to wake him up.
What happened? I saw red and why am I on the floor? And he just
All right, now I'm okay with it. So Seamus, what role do I have to do to kick him in the nuts?
It's technically a strength check.
Oh, this
But-
isn't gonna go good though.
You have advantage because what's it called? He
Yeah,
Um,
advantage doesn't help.
you just like kick him in the shin and he just like what the fuck? How can you let this happen, Hayato?
Oh, my friend Dairon wanted to send their regards, and I move over and kick him in the nards.
You make a strength check for advantage. That hits. Roll a d4 plus strength.
Ooh. So D4 plus strength. That's gonna be fun.
D4 plus 3.
1d4. Yep, plus 3. Not bad.
He's unconscious again. You just hear
He's frothing at the mouth.
you hear a chicken like squawk emit his mouth before he falls unconscious.
Aldane, you just see in the corner of your vision, Dairon will thank you for that.
Dairon will remember this.
Well, we actually do have to take him outside to, hear what you want to do with the family and, have that moment. So we will. And you just see Hayato lift Hanakoma by the legs and start walking outside. You just see as you just see Hanakoma's head dragging across the wooden floor.
Badunk, 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 badunk.
Oh, I absolutely detest the men. So, and besides, once I became Peak Soul, my whole speechness I made about it was that I would not allow horrible people to get their way. That was the point. I was born into a common family, and I stand for the same people. Just because my life might have changed trajectory doesn't mean that I've forgotten my roots.
That's good to hear.
That's why we're friends.
Gives a nod.
Out of
Anyway,
character, I'm pretty sure. The Osaki Clan, like the reason that they were seen as kind of like a bottom feeder, I guess, is because it's mostly common roots. I think among them.
The Hanakoma family, the Akahane district is quite. There's a bit of a class divide anyway.
Yeah. So when the Osaki family kind of started getting some steam and some headway and some actual clout, then it started to become a problem for them because it was a family of commoners, more or less.
Makes sense.
They didn't like the fact that a common family of good business people could make a name for themselves and move upward in society. So they did everything they could to stamp us down, and when that didn't work, they decided to resort to violence.
America?
Nah, more like England, actually.
Fuck you.
Hey, where do you think we learned it from?
Yeah, Dad.
Nevertheless,
Yeah, Dad.
you take, you watch as Hayato takes Hanakoma out, and you basically see him bring him actually not far outside the pagoda, and you just see as Hayato booms his voice, but like yells out, "People of Tennoyama, it is I, Hayato Takaishi, the Peak Soul. and we have an announcement to make. With my friend, Seamus Osaki, here to make the call. I hope you will all give him the time of day and listen to what he has to say. Please.
Oh shit, I gotta give a speech?
Beach.
Beach.
I want to imagine that like Dyer and Felix are just walking and Dyer just yells speech into the crowd.
I've come to
Oh,
make
God.
an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker.
Oh man, I thought of
that
about
would be funny.
a million things I could quote right now, but not gonna do it. What was I gonna say? Fuck.
That's not a great. I'm gonna be real with you.
Seamus clears his throat and speaks up. Hello, people of Tenoyama. As Hayato just said, I am Seamus Osaki. I've spent a great deal of time away from the country, but I was born and raised here in a common merchant family, the Osaki family. We started to see some success and gain a little bit of political clout, and when that happened, we started getting these ridiculous sanctions, taxes, what have you, from the Akahane clan. I'm sure a lot of you in the Akahane district can relate to that situation. However, we found our way through it as a family and still managed to have success. And at that point, we were snuffed out. I'm sure some of you remember the night many years ago that that merchant family was burned to the ground, and that was our family, the Akahane's doing. After that, I had to go on the run a little bit, and I met up with a great set of friends. We've been going on adventures around the continent for the past year about, and it culminated in us defeating the dragon turtle just off the coast here. And with that, that brings me here. I do want to give back to the country that raised me and bred me, and I hope you will all accept me as a new member of the main families of... Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you just say the country bred you?
Yes, he did.
Why did... Get your mind out of the gutter, man. I'm doing cliche lines. Because Seamus is nervous
Just
as
say
fuck
born
right
and
now.
raised.
Yeah, born and raised. The country that I was raised in, we'll say.
What are you getting at with this? You hear a townsperson.
Well, the point is that my family, basically just consisting of me at this point, is going to take over for the Akahane family, as they are no longer seen as fit to have any jurisdiction or authority in this country, in this great city.
What did you say? You just see a few of the townspeople like look amongst each other and just like nod. They're more just surprised this has happened out of nowhere. Like, you know, that it's just so sudden.
Mm-hmm.
But they just you eventually do see what's it called? Hanakoma slowly wake up and just stand up. And he's just like, where am I now? And he just like looks amongst the people and just like, and then sees you, Seamus, and just like, you.
And Seamus sees this and kind of points his finger towards Hanakoma. And Hanakoma, the ever-gracious current head of the Akahane family, has gladly ceded his authority and power to me, the head of the Osaki family. Just lobbing the ball over into his court there.
I have? And then
Yes,
just
you
hear a
have.
few- And then you hear another voice. As wings flap above you and he just says, yes, he has. My brother has. And you see a very
Yay, Sora!
You see a very familiar red Kenku in a mauve suit land near you guys, and he just approaches and just says, "Yes. My brother here has graciously decided to step down from the position, and, well, with most of our side of the family having passed away and given, been ravaged from time and so forth, it seems only fair that a great change should happen throughout the country. And, well, we all came to the realization that the Akahane family has come a bit outdated. And so it is only fair that other people take the reins and guide the district and the rest of the people in a new course." And he looks to you, Seamus, and gives you a nod.
Thank you, Sora. I'm glad you decided to stop by. Good to see you.
Yes, I was called by Kurogane, actually, and I made my way over as fast as I could.
Huh. Well, glad you made it in the nick of time. Couldn't have been a better timing.
I mean, I was here for a while. I just wanted to see what would happen before I got here.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives you a wink.
So you approve of this?
I gave up my familiar position long ago. Doesn't really matter what I say.
I still want you to have a say. It is your family that we're talking about.
They're not my family. I gave up that life ages ago.
Fair enough, then I'll take that to mean your consent. And with that, transition of power is complete, right? As Seamus turns to Hayato.
Hayato's just, pulls out a party popper and pulls it.
Let's assume that means consent. I'm pretty sure that means consent in the matter.
I just imagine Hayato with a completely straight face pulling the party popper.
It's more like he's like, "Oh wait, you looked before I could pull it." And once that happens, you just see a few townspeople like, "Okay, yeah, good riddance." And you see, a few people are glad, a few people like, "Okay," a few people like, "I don't live there, I don't care."
Could I do a performance check to maybe
With
I don't know.
advantage, yes.
All right, cool. Cha.
That's
With
not bad.
advantage, that's a
Yep.
25.
You do get a few people clapping, but a lot of it, a lot of people just continue on with the day not long afterwards. Yeah, it's official.
Cool. Yay. Doesn't matter.
You just see Hanakoma's fucking seething, and he's like, "Why are you here, Sora? You gave up the family. You left us to squander." And Sora just says, "Well, you all did a good enough job of squandering yourselves. Me being there would have changed very little." Nevertheless, I felt like
Sora just came in to make sure everything went smoothly, I'm sure.
it's only fair that I return some money from the investment that Dayron has put into my business.
Oh yeah, where is Dayron anyway?
I don't know. I assumed they were with you. You were going on about your great friends.
I know Felix went to see his master, but I don't know if Dayron went with him or went off on their own.
Well, from what Kurogane told me, Dayron was dealing with my brother at one point and even chained him to a dog.
Oh yeah, that was funny. I heard about
sounds
that
like
after the
fun
fact.
Well, brother, it is time our family rest. We've done enough for the people, haven't we? And you just see Hanakoma ready to swing a punch, and you just see guards already start pulling him away.
Well, nope.
Well then, congratulations, Seamus. I hope you don't go too mad with power.
No, yeah, of course not. If anything, and it just dawns on Seamus oh shit, I gotta run a district now. What the fuck am I gonna do? I gotta hire workers. I gotta get administrative staff in place. What the fuck?
Are you familiar with the term delegation?
Yes, I mean, you
Well,
could
no,
always
Seamus is
just-
starting to spiral right now because he's like, oh shit, responsibility.
Zane
Sora
just
does
claps
that-
a hand on his shoulder and says, "Are you familiar with the term delegation?"
Sora does actually add. I was, to be fair, originally going to just let that district be taken up by the other clans.
Hmm.
So you don't have to, but well, it's always an option.
Ooh, idea. How about, I mean, I could give up the district to the other clans, yes, but maybe I make it a deal that I still have some political sway as a head family, but more as a roamer instead of set in place.
You could. That would be
I could
very
help.
fair.
I could help build new trade connections internationally with businesses, just because we travel so much as a party. So I could be kind of a roaming diplomat or official for Tenoyama.
Oh, you can now. Hayato just says with his like arms crossed.
It's just an idea. I'm posing it to you as a question. Would that be possible?
My answer
Or something
is-
like it?
Yes, I mean, I wouldn't mind. It would give Shiro some workload off his back, as he is mostly our main ambassador for the country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then
I
he
do
doesn't
hope
have
you
to move around so much, expose himself to as much danger.
I do hope you understand that this means you do have to be a bit more responsible. You can't just be too, what's the word? You do have to have some level of responsibility.
Seamus and responsibility.
So I can't be too cavalier, is what you're saying?
You can't be too much of a skirts chaser.
Ah,
Only two-
shit.
Only 2 illegitimate children at most.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
okay.
you're capping him. Okay.
Shit,
I'm
man, I was hoping
joking.
for 3. I'm already at
I'm-
2.
I'm joking.
Aldean dope slaps Seamus.
Well, I will do my best. I know I mostly spend my time in Cordis nowadays because that's where our party is more or less based. But every other country we go to, I'll try to make some connections, whether it be merchant-wise or politically. I'll do my best to represent our country well wherever I go.
Glad to hear. And he just pats you on the shoulder and gives you a good smile.
As long as I'm still allowed to do my music gigs and make money off of them, I don't mind doing anything else.
Yes, it's fine.
Mhm. If anything, maybe it'll give you guys good PR, having a rock star representing you.
Yes, I mean, well, as long as you don't continue to get more fans that send you bloody lockets and hair.
Yeah,
There's not
that
really
is
much you can do about that.
that is starting to get creepy. But oh well, I guess fans are gonna do what they're gonna do.
Well, for now, unless you need me for anything else, I have business to do.
Well, are you just gonna handle the division of my or my former district among the other clans? Do I need to have any say in that at all, or can you handle that?
I can handle it if you want. Otherwise, you'll have to work with them personally and personally
no
deal
thanks.
with how much you need to. What's it called? Deal with the precise.
No thanks. I trust
ratio.
you enough with that stuff. You can deal with the politics. You chose to be the peak soul after all.
Yes, of course. And you're clearly choosing to run away. How on brand.
Well, I'll hopefully visit sometime soon to give you a report. I'll try to give you as many reports as I can. I think, out of character, I think I do have sending.
I mean, you should.
I
know
do
your
have
spells
sending,
best.
yes.
It
I
is
do
your
have sending.
character, man.
Yeah. I'll try to regularly report in to you, Hayato. Maybe say 4 times a year, once every few months. I'll try to report in on what's going on.
I think you just do it monthly, and that would make it a lot simpler.
Yeah, true. But I'm thinking, the way I'm thinking out of character is that stuff doesn't happen quick enough for there to be much to report after just a month. So it would need to be like quarterly. It would kind of need to be quarterly, like, oh, this is what happened the last quarter.
A fair point. What's your take on this, Hayato?
Yes, I think that's fair. I mean, we can always discuss the specifics in more detail, but yes.
Yeah.
it
If
seems
stuff
fine.
starts to happen quickly, I'll definitely report more often. But for now, I think every few months should be enough. But it is up to you as the Peak Soul.
Yes, I mean, I'm completely on board with that. You're my friend, and I trust you're responsible enough to know what you're doing.
Hey, I've
and what
grown
the
a lot
consequences
since
may bring.
I've grown a lot since our childhood days, that's for sure.
I mean, yes, that's the point of growing up.
I mean, physically, sure, but mentally,
I mean, you've grown in inches in height, but yes,
I've grown in inches, you say.
Oh, whose mind is in the gutter
Oh
now?
my!
you were always very short, Seamus. You're not as tall as me, anyway.
Yeah. Hey, I'm tall by half-elf standards.
Good for you. I'm tall. I'm a very
I'm
tall
still taller.
king.
How tall is Seamus?
I want to say he's like 6'2", 6'3"-ish.
Yeah, Hayato's actually not too much taller than you, to be fair.
But
Kurogane
it's probably
about the
something.
same
It's probably
height.
something that he lords over Seamus as like just a thing.
Kurogane is actually the shortest of like a lot of the entire big friend group you would have had growing up. Kurogane is actually in the shorter end.
Yeah, he's like what, 5'9"?
He's 5'8".
Oh yeah,
But he is a shorty.
and he's Hayato's brother.
Adoptive.
Yeah, well, yes, but yeah. Anyway, along those lines, it was great seeing you again, Hayato. Glad we got this all worked out so that we get rid of the problem and then not leave as much responsibility on me. I think that was probably the best result we could have hoped for.
Next, you tell me you're gonna have a child that you'll leave behind for cigarettes.
I don't even smoke cigarettes, man.
Sorry, get milk then.
Sounds about right.
Well, if you need me, you know where I'll be. Do let me know when you're ready to leave, though, so I can see
Will
you
do.
off.
This got worked out a lot quicker than I thought it would. I figured it was going to be a series of meetings instead of just one big one.
Well, since
So-
I took power, a lot of things are getting done quicker. I'm sick of the bureaucratic bullshit.
You and me both, brother.
Well, nevertheless, I'll leave you with in Sora's capable hands, but until then, I'll see you later. And Hayato goes back inside.
Wait, Hayato, one thing.
What?
Before you get down to your responsibilities, we should celebrate a little, shouldn't we? We beat the dragon turtle. We got this whole political snafu sorted. Let's go grab a drink.
I'm already celebrating. You'll be leaving again.
Oh, don't be like that. I thought we had gotten somewhere, Hayato.
We are. We're friends. You know
know.
I don't mean it.
I know. Well, if you do free up before we leave, we should go grab a drink sometime.
Think
Take
of
a
it this
load
way.
off.
Once you deal with the problems in Black Rain and all of that business, then we can have a big celebration. I'm sure everyone will want to celebrate after that.
Oh, we'll have a feast. All right, you're on, Hayato. We'll solve that quick as can be. And next thing you know, we'll be having that drink together.
Until then.
And with
So
that,
as you
I head out basically right at that point.
Sora's just like, wow, I can't believe I came all the way here and it was so fast.
Yeah, Sora, come along. Let's go hit a tavern.
Yes, actually. I'll treat you guys, actually.
Oh, even better.
That's
It's what
much
I-
appreciated.
But I forgot my wallet.
Oh no.
Well, guess we're just gonna have to pay for our own drinks then.
Oh, you're so generous, Seamus. As he puts them.
But you're gonna have to work for this, Sora. You know how I usually pay for my drinks, right?
Man
I
whoring.
We rarely ever speak to each other. I'm more Dayron's
Seamus
friend,
has
to
like
be
a little
honest.
maniacal laugh going. Well,
Yeah, he usually pays for his drink by dancing the pole. You know how it is.
I sing for my supper, as it were, and you're gonna help me in my performance this time around.
Fine, I guess we'll find some delinquent children to beat up and I'll steal their money. That's how I normally used to make my money in this country.
We're not doing that. We're gonna do it the right way.
Oh, fine, we'll beat up some delinquent adults.
Seamus just pinches the bridge of his nose. No, you're gonna help me perform on stage, and we're gonna make a lot of money doing it, so that we can pay for our drinks.
Beating up
By
delinquent
beating up
adults would be
adults.
quite the performance.
By beating up adults. Yes, I see what you mean, Seamus. Brilliant.
God damn.
We'll steal them.
Somewhere,
contents.
Jared just goes to be like, I really hope one day Seamus understands.
We'll
What
steal
it
the
is we have to
contents
deal
of their
with.
wallets and get paid from an audience. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Seamus. I'm just joking with you.
Good. I thought you were just itching for a fight. Okay.
I mean, I'm always itching for a fight, but that's beside the point.
So we go to whatever tavern that Sora wanted to take us to, I guess. And
I was gonna say, as you all are getting ready, actually, all of you actually get sending from different people. To be fair,
Mm.
let me check who gets it. So Aldane and Dayron actually both get sendings. This is what is sent to you guys.
Boy, oh boy.
Does this mean plot's actually gonna have to happen?
I mean, are we talking plot or plot?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's plot.
So not like plot, but plot.
Yeah, plot.
Okay. All right.
Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. I can get more in.
I do love the little counting dance everyone has to do when they are writing a sending message.
Oh yeah.
Right.
What is it? It's 25 words, right?
Yeah.
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 Yep.
It's not like Twitter where it's 140 characters.
They've upped that to like 200 something.
280.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, it's
For all the good
280
it
now.
does.
Yep. Twitter was meant to be quick blurbs, but now it's turning into Facebook.
I mean, Twitter is a rage machine that you should never bother with, honestly.
I remember when Twitter had fleets because yes, we really needed Instagram stories.
That was fun.
There is only one page on Twitter that I ever like. It's the only reason I ever go on Twitter, and I'll just look at clips on this one Twitter page. And that's it.
What, like movie clips or something?
There you
No,
go.
it's actually Oh, hold on. What's this? Just learn Twitter.
So, Dairon, you get this from what's he called? Guy, and Aldane, you actually get this from Kuro.
Well, fuck.
Well, shit.
What is it, Aldane?
I
Oh,
whisper
no.
the message into his ear.
What's up,
Oh,
Darren?
fuck!
I tell Felix in a whisper.
Well, this day was gonna come eventually.
Yeah, Well, Dane's gonna die, huh?
I mean, he was always gonna die, it's just moved the date up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, at least once
Just like
this happens,
Toronto's
yeah.
day.
I love how you guys are all doom and gloom about my prospects of survival.
Honestly,
It's not about outrunning Zaris, it's about outrunning you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean,
Not gonna be
Aaron
hard to be in
goes-
heavy armor.
Aaron just goes,
You
at
don't
least
have to
after
be
this, I'll
from-
marry
you don't-
Oriana.
Well, seeing how we were all very close to besting the Black Knight on our own, I think we have our chances pretty high against Zaris.
Remember that
Especially
the Black
leveling.
horribly
especially-
weakened both times we fought him.
Well, we've also leveled up since then twice.
But yeah, could I just say, Jack, be glad that this is happening with the main party and not the one-shot club.
Yeah, One Shot Club's
Yeah.
still level 6, and we have zero idea how to use those characters.
I wasn't even saying it on those ends. I was saying that it'd be far more likely that if we are getting chased by Zaris, one of our one-shot club characters would just, shoot Jack's character in the leg and leave him for dead.
Oh, that
Yeah.
too, yeah, that makes sense. I thought you just meant in a straight-up fight.
I mean, yes, one-shot club is weaker, but yeah, like the way we have characterized our one-shot club characters, we would 100% do that.
Pisces would just punch one of you in the privates and then then you'd all just run away.
We need to do another
Wrong
one-shot
there.
club soon. It's a lot of fun to embrace the inner scumbag in all of us.
I have ideas in mind. Don't worry.
You gotta love how the Bard is the most moral member of the group somehow.
Yeah, it's like a nice flip of the dichotomy that we have in our current party, because, I mean, I let a little bit of the scumbag come out in Seamus, but not much, but he's still, like, the least moral out of the
Seamus
group.
is
Even
just-
Dairon has better morals.
Seamus isn't like super unscrupulous, he's just a slut.
And there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
He's a slut
Yeah,
for
exactly.
attention at the very least.
Chaotic slut.
Yeah.
AKA the classic Bard.
Classic
Darren's
Bard.
ne-
I'm
Darren's
playing him
neutral.
classic.
Darren's neutral tired. I feel like. So, what do you do after learning this information?
We should reconvene with the others. After we get hammered. I need to get hammered for this.
Yeah, let's go tie one on. We were already planning on doing that anyway, so... do I need to do a performance check, by the way, to just see if I would make enough to pay for all our drinks?
Give me one with advantage because Sora would be helping you.
16?
It's not bad. You get a free round of drinks. 1 round.
We need more than just one round. Can I do another performance check?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a normal one though. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
still
Yeah,
19's better.
you get the next round of drinks for free.
Alright, then after that, I guess we're just paying for our drinks. Unless people want an encore, depending.
No. It's a pretty quiet affair, to be honest. Things are calming down, especially with the new year having only just passed. Like, people are sort of
Mhm.
just recovering from that, really.
Alright. So we're all drinking heavily.
Yeah. So what does Dairon and Felix do then?
Should we go back to the embassy and wait for Seamus and Aldane to get done with their gangster stuff?
Yeah. We should probably also get funeral rites ready for Aldane.
You guys have
Oh.
no faith in my ability to survive this.
A friend of yours has passed away? Raphael asked.
We're
They'll
expecting
soon be.
something.
They'll soon be dead.
Oh, my sincerest apologies still then.
No faith.
Friend, but
Master,
we don't
Master, have you heard of Zarus the Decimator? Or Decimator Zarus?
His eyes just widen in fear.
Yeah, our friend is courting
no.
his daughter.
Did your friend get an education growing up?
He questioned that every day.
Not to sound classist, because it isn't. It's just... I fear for any children he may have.
That's if he gets the chance.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, it's
I hear
looking
he
like
has
that confrontation
I
is
hear
going to
he
be
has a
happening
brother.
soon. So
I heard Zarus has a brother, in fact.
oh,
Cousin, but yeah.
Cousin, yes.
Brother.
I mean, Zarus is my character, Jack. Shush.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I
Nice.
actually did mean cousin. Yes, I hear he has a cousin, in fact. Apparently he's part of some mercenary group.
oh yeah, we met him, didn't we?
Oh, is that who that was? I thought he was just blowing smoke.
Well, it sounds like you both have a lot of business to do. I won't keep you any longer. It was a pleasure to speak with you.
Did meet you as well.
It's always wonderful to see you, Master.
Likewise. So, you head straight to the embassy? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
When you do get there, you do actually see Kurogane there, who seemingly is waiting for you. And he's just like, it's good to see you guys. How are you? I trust you got my message, and Guy sent his message out properly.
Yep.
Yeah, we assume so. Certainly, we got a message.
Where's our... Oh, I take it Seamus and Aldane aren't with you guys then.
No, but we should probably plan the funeral.
Oh, I already have that sorted, don't worry.
Oh, good. Thank you. Saves us enough. We'll probably do
small but
sending
classy.
for our eulogy.
Yeah, small but classy, we're thinking.
Yes. Well, nevertheless.
Cue Seamus and Aldane strolling up with sunglasses on.
So,
What's
oh, there you are. You stink really badly.
Well, when I heard the news, I felt like this was the most appropriate response.
You did
Fair
cocaine?
No. Lots and lots of booze, though.
Aldane did some cocaine.
You drank a pint
No.
of cocaine.
Seamus, when I sober up, I will wreck your entire shit.
So
He
what happened?
decided to go out for a night of drinking with me. That's what happened.
What happened with your gangster shit, by the way?
Oh, that got
Oh, it's
resolved.
all- That was the reason I was drinking, to celebrate.
Yep, that's all taken care of. We're done with that. Don't have to worry about it no more.
That's good. By the way, is Sora with you guys?
Sora actually did leave you guys after you went.
He
after you
was.
left the bar.
He was. He left.
Well, that
before
was
the
that was
drinking got
that was
heavy,
out
though.
of character asking, because obviously Felix doesn't know that Sora was even here.
Yeah, he'd have left. He has his own business to attend to. So, since you're all clearly in the right state of mind to get ready, I already had a plan drafted up for you guys, unless you have something else you wanted to do. Let's come in.
Go
It'll
for
be easier to talk about this. And as he leads you in, he basically brings out a map, just like the one you're on,
Mm-hmm.
and he just says, so, the prison that Tyrannosuke is in is over here, actually. It's deliberately unmarked. By
Yes,
here?
prison. The prison
Not-
for Torinosuke. The prison that Torinosuke is in.
It's not too far from actually where the now
Torinosuke's
empty-
prison.
Now
Goose
the
prison.
empty
Wait, where is it
Turin
again?
Tower.
I didn't see it on the thing. Where is it?
near Turim's Tower here.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh,
It's actually carved into the side of the mountain.
ooh.
So, the idea is that you guys are... Well, the idea I had is that you guys do something worthy enough to be put in there. You know, a crime. Which would then
That
give you
would
the-
not be smart for me in my current political situation.
Sounds like you, problem, Seamus.
If we get put in prison, doesn't that mean we'll lose all our gear?
Which is why I was going to look after your gear. You know, we keep it in as contraband. Evidence. He gives you a wink.
I'm.
Not liking this.
But if I lose all my gear, how am I supposed to beat up the toughest person there to, you know, establish my
Establish
authority?
Yeah, Felix
look-
and I aren't exactly the physically strongest. We kind of need our gear to fight.
Who says that you won't have all of your gear there? I know people who work there who can sneak some stuff in.
Some.
I mean, you're not going to be able to bring the whole fucking kitchen sink. What I mean is that if you give me some of your equipment, I can try to smuggle it in and have it be brought to you, drip fed, during your time in there.
Well, I at the very least want my oh shit, what is my string instrument now? I've gotten so many different ones.
You won't be able to get that.
The
in.
lyre.
We'll be able to get you a flute at most.
You not even my lyre or my bagpipes?
It's fucking huge, Seamus. Get some common sense.
Fucking fine. Flute would fine. Flute will have to do. Seamus seems very unwilling to bend on this, by the way.
Unless you guys have some means of getting into a maximum security prison and breaking out a criminal there, I don't know what your plan is.
So where are we going to be committing the crime?
It'd have to be in
Centralis, of
Cordis.
course.
Oh my god. In Centralis?
Yes.
What kind of crime would we need to commit to get put in there?
Sexy crimes. No, I'm joking. I mean, I'm the only one here who could commit that sort of crime. Anyway.
Hey.
Although that humble too.
Yes, indeed. I'm so modest, I'm aware of all of my flaws and strengths. Anyway, so, the actual crime, well, it doesn't necessarily have to be an actual crime, it could just be something that we frame you for. Because, well, while you get framed for this crime, the actual criminals that we're trying to capture will want to come out of hiding. Because, of course, they're the ones who actually did it. We're not giving them the time of day, are we? Also,
How
yes,
about
as you
this?
mentioned, there's some criminals activity going on in the country. Yeah. So we're
How-
based.
How about we commit crimes against each other so no other collateral damage has to happen and we can still get sent to
Why would you
that
be
prison.
brought into the same prison?
You make a good
And if you
point.
tried to commit a crime against Aldane, do you really think Aldane would let you out of here with your legs intact?
Not wrong
Shit.
there.
You have a point.
Aldane could bend Felix's legs into a pretzel shape.
I could commit the crime on Seamus.
True, we could do that.
Anything but my hands.
So
I
you're
mean,
fine with us
Aim
messing
for
up.
his hands.
Well,
And the face.
actual-
And my face.
Aim for the face.
Well, listen, before we get into anything stupid, the whole thing is that these criminals are people traffickers. And this has been really awkward to deal with them because they're very good at hiding. If we pin the blame on you guys, after all, you're in and out of the country so much, traveling, finding more people, you know, he's winking as if like, follow me on this. we figured out it was you guys all along, using all of this problem as your cover, as heroes. We send you to the prison, which then gives us the time to get you in.
I'm following
Regardless
so
of how...
far, but how will we clear our names after this?
Rumor,
I mean,
of
I think
course.
that's a later problem, honestly.
I mean, also yes, that. I mean, the thing is, we'll find the actual criminals, and all we'll do is just give you a massive, beautiful, bountiful reward, which I would be giving you anyway, as the recompense for this gross miscarriage of justice.
Ah, sounds good to me. I'm fine with that.
Alright, guess I gotta be okay with that.
Which, of course, will be a state-paid funeral for Aldane. The rest of you will get...
Make
wine
sure
back.
Hayato knows about this too.
I've been keeping him in the loop for the entirety of this. Do not worry, my friend.
Okay, good. Because I would hate for it to be
But yes,
me
part of the
making this
thing-
big blunder this first time I'm on this
thing
job.
is that breaking Toranosuke isn't the thing that we completely need to do. You need to also make friends with him.
So we need to be fellow prisoners.
Well, I mean, that's the point of you getting into the prison. But the point is that you need to make contact with him, so he's aware of this, and so that he's willing to join you guys.
I see where this could go wrong. Alright.
Again, we can smuggle some gear in for you, and we'll do our best to give you ideas for where the strategic locations of this equipment is. Anything else, however, will be stuff that you'll need to come to me to get. The problem is, it's not going to be easy to break out quietly as well.
Unexpected.
If it was easy, then we won't do it. It'd be a revolving door prison.
Of course. But this is why this is the hard part, because once you do break out, there's only one person who will want to stop you guys. After all, he was friends with Toranosuke. It would only make sense that Zaris would want to come in to stop him personally. But I have an ace in the hole if you can't get through, Zaris, so worry not.
Well, that's comforting, at least.
I have a few aces in the holes, actually, so it's not a problem. I've been working on this plan for a while, and, well, you'll understand why it will be a good idea to break Toranosuke out of prison. Other than it just being him being framed, because, well, I know he wasn't the one who actually killed those people. Or if he did a very good job at it. Still, the problem is it all goes back to stuff back in Bovetment. So it's a bit awkward, really. In fact, from what's digging up I've found out, I think they're actually part of your group, Daron.
Oh, joy.
They were originally Colored Hearts members, both Zaris and Toranosuke.
Oh, fucking course they were.
Doesn't that mean you'll have an instant in with Toranosuke, Darren?
I'm not a member in good standing, and I'm assuming they're not either.
Well, think of it this way. Zaris left Toranosuke with the bag, so to speak. Do you really think Toranosuke will hold any love for his former companions? And there you go. Yes.
You'll
and
remember on Collared Heart trying to kill Toranosuke.
Well, that's why we have our aces in the hole. After all, they might try and kill him.
Seems like their style to cut off a loose end like them.
I mean, that's partly why they left him in prison. Getting in is the hard part. Getting out is also the hard part, but that's beside the point. The thing is, once you have made enough contact with him, when you get your bi-weekly talk with someone else at the prison, which will of course be yours truly. Let me know your progress, and I'll give you the equipment needed to get out.
Sounds good. Anything else that we need to know?
I hope not. I'd like to think I've given you everything you need to know, but don't worry, I'm giving you a few weeks before you need to deal with it. So you can enjoy your time before you break out, before you get in prison.
Say your last goodbyes to Oriana, then.
Exactly.
You guys are just absolutely brutal. You know that?
We do it have a
When Zaris gets his bare hands on you, it will be pretty brutal.
Yes, I do not need to be reminded of how agonizing my death will be.
We'll do our best to make sure you don't immediately crumble.
Thanks,
Again.
I think.
Guys, I have aces in the holes, it's fine. Zaris won't get his hands on Aldane, and if he does, he won't be able to kill Aldane that easily. Besides, you're all made of stronger stuff. You've been getting stronger and stronger while Zaris hasn't had much time to train.
True, but he's still probably substantially stronger than we are.
I mean, in a one-on-one fight, sure. But you won't be fighting in one-on-one, you'll be fighting in 5-on-1.
True.
Tyrannosuke should be a great aid for you anyway. From what I know, he's actually very powerful, physically. Almost, well, monstrous levels of strength.
Is there a reason he hasn't broken out already?
Probably given up on life. His best
Oh,
friend,
that's fun.
His best friend left him to die after he himself killed 18 people, and to my knowledge, he'd never killed anyone up until that point.
Oh boy, he's one of
He's one of those, yes. Also, bearing in mind, he spent over 15 years in that prison. So,
Oof.
you know, good times. Well, actually, more than
Oh, I
18.
don't say that derogatorily. I understand where he's coming from. 100%.
But yes, there's your answer, Felix. That's why he hasn't broken out yet. If at all. To my knowledge, he actually never attempted once. Still, I felt like it would be important to let you know as soon as. What is your plan after here, anyway? I mean, we can get Oryx to send you straight back to Centralis to enjoy your time.
That's sort of what we were thinking.
Yeah, train most likely, and then go from there.
I'm giving you about 3 weeks to do this, by the way. To my knowledge, he shouldn't be executed until... at the earliest, well no, at the latest I should say, is probably middle of the 3rd month, TIFF.
Well, let's not wait that long.
Mind telling us why his execution got moved up?
Why it's what, sorry?
Why his execution got moved up?
Because they didn't see any point in letting him stay any longer. To my knowledge.
Charming.
Apparently, Zaris had some involvement with it. I don't know if he tried to get it pushed back, brought forward. No clue. It also doesn't help that, well, the people he actually killed were quite important. Which is partly why it's such a big deal. He basically killed, an entire noble family that was in Centralis. Aldane, you probably know of them. After all, you went to school with one of the children who was murdered. I say,
Oh.
well, no, the children wasn't murdered by Tyrannosuke. The children just happened to be murdered, and Tyrannosuke killed the rest of the family.
Oh boy.
Probably to, what's it called? You know, No witnesses?
Yeah.
Let me just get the dossier as he pulls it out of the inside of his cloak. It
Awesome.
was...
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could get any information about who his superiors were in the Collared Heart.
You've never heard of Tyrannosuke before until Kuro brought it up.
I know, but I'm asking if Kuro has any information about that.
I have no information, I'm afraid. To my knowledge, he was made persona non grata.
Alright, I'll
But
just...
hey, you can use that as an in to be friends with him. You got fucked over by the Collared Heart. He got fucked over by the Collared Heart.
I feel like I brought up that point like 5 minutes ago and got poo-pooed.
Exactly, see? Well, no, I just meant, like, just don't... Like, try to open, at least, with that you were fucked over by them. Don't just say you are part of them. Or at least don't bring any association to Zaras. And that, just... I trust you guys to deal with it. Some of you are better public speakers than I am.
Yeah, don't worry, we won't fuck the bed up too much.
Oh, yes, that was the family. It was a, here we go. And he pulls out and just, like, basically slaps down the folder of where is it now? Where is it? Yes, they were actually a Dragonborn family.
Oh.
They were a crime group. They were basically... They had a front, but basically their actual dealings were mainly to do with criminal activity. But this was the clan of the Dragonborn. I'll post it in the Roll20 chat. The Del Mirev family, which you do vaguely know of, Aldane.
Yes.
It was actually quite a large family of Dragonborn. It was roughly around 18 to 20 members. Like, within a generation or so as well, so yeah.
The whole family got exterminated.
Yep.
Not a
But yes.
pleasant thing.
They weren't great people, and well, apparently this, coincidentally, this trafficking group we're trying to deal with had some loose associations with them, in fact.
That's fun to know.
Any associations with the Collared Heart, or...
Not to my knowledge, although I only am getting drip-fed information from what Cammy can vaguely find out from her feelers of contacts.
At least they haven't made their way into that area yet.
No, I believe most of their work is on this landmass. So mostly Black Rain, Tennoyama, Colonia Pole. The only time they leave this piece of landmass is mostly just to escape and come back later.
Yeah, I have a whole thing then.
I wouldn't have guessed. He gives you a small smile. So is there any other bit of information you'd like to know before I leave you with the rest of your day? And, well, you can... it's up to you to let me know when you want to get Oryx to come over.
Nothing comes to mind right now, but we might have questions, later.
Yeah, there's more to think about.
Well, until then, you know where I'll be, and he pretty much just gets up and goes to his room.
Alright. I think this would be a good time to call a break.
Yeah, I was going to say anyway, if we want to get a break.
Alright. I am going to get some more water. Be right back.
think now might be a good time to do drugs.
Stoner.
Only every now and then.
Yeah, this little plot thing's finally coming back.
Yep, we get to
Yeah,
go to
that's
prison.
fair.
God,
You
I
get the
hope I'm
prison
gonna.
arc.
God, I hope I'm gonna be allowed to have some ink.
I need to figure out which
Me
weapons I
too,
can
man.
get.
I'm trying to get a tattoo.
Felix just gets the tattoo of a teardrop by his eye.
You know what the teardrop means, right?
Yeah, that's why. Fucking hell. That's why it'd be really funny if Felix got one.
I made someone my prison bitch.
Oh no.
No, that's not what a teardrop is at all.
No, he said it's from.
Oh,
And who knows? Maybe he did kill his prison bitch. Well, I'm getting something to eat. I'll be right back.
So, for those of us that are still here, is it just Mill right now?
Yep. I never leave.
right. Well, I technically left. I'm not at my computer, but since wireless headphone, it's awesome. But I've been thinking about doing a little bit of multi-classing with Seamus, but I don't know what other class I could do that would be like a good match for a bard. Like, because I kind of want to synergize skills.
Yeah. So bards are very much a support class.
Very much so.
They work by, buffing your allies and debuffing the enemy. Now, there is a reason that they have Bardic Inspiration and Vicious Mockery as one of the most popular bard spells.
Mm-hmm.
Would be interesting. I mean, I don't think you should.
I'm not going to multi-class until I get to at least like level 10.
Yeah.
Then I might put a level or two into something else.
Yeah.
But I was like stuck between whether I want to do something like monk or fighter to help with close range stuff, because Seamus's range stuff is fine.
Yeah.
Or if I do something more like increasing his firepower by multi-classing in warlock or sorcerer.
I think you probably would be better off doing
Can multi-class as a ranger, because I already have like a couple of, I have like animal handling and the 2 gold lions.
So my instinct is you'd probably be better off multi-classing into a close combat class. Just
okay,
because,
so I was right to think that. All
yeah,
right.
Just because you would still be able to use stuff like Vicious Mockery and Bardic Inspiration, considering they are bonus actions. I mean, if you...
Vicious Mockery is a straight action. It's not a bonus action.
Is it? Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know then, because, you want to try and basically... I
mean, my thinking was if I do something like fighter, I could get action surge. Or if I do like, I think monk has multi-attack. So like I would be able to do multiple actions in the same turn.
Yeah.
And that's like... I've been thinking about multi-classing, and
you do need you do need stat requirements for multi-classing.
Like?
Well, if you want to be a monk, you need at least 13 in dexterity and wisdom.
Well, I got good wisdom. It's the dex that needs to be leveled up. I mean, I'm not planning on multi-classing until at least level 10, so it's something for the future.
Also, fighter doesn't mean you can do 2 spells with action surge.
Well, I wouldn't try to do 2 spells. What it would mean is I could do something that requires an action, like, Vicious Mockery or even dimension door if needed, but then I'd be able to use that other action on something that doesn't require a spell slot. Something like I could actually do like, I mean, if it's monk, unarmed strike. If it's fighter, I could actually do some fighting with indignation, because I really haven't done much with indignation yet.
The thing is, with monk's melee attack, it's only a d4.
Mm-hmm.
And that only gets better way later into the class.
Yeah.
And sadly, the problem is as well with a lot of monk's abilities, it requires you to have no armor.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you need dexterity and wisdom to get better AC as a monk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is just like I'm spitballing, I'm brainstorming. So, I mean, thanks for letting me know that, because now it knows I can eliminate that as a possibility.
I mean, you could always do, say, Sorcerer and Warlock complement Bard quite well.
That was what I was thinking too, is like in terms of adding, I was talking with Mill about this earlier, but adding firepower a little bit more ranged firepower, I could just turn into a completely ranged fighter. But I also kind of do want to strike that balance that I can fight close quarters. And right now, just the straight up bard skill set doesn't really allow for that. So I was thinking of multi-classing to add in a little bit of buff to the close combat.
I mean, there are bard subclasses that do let you do melee. They're just not great, is the problem.
Yeah, sword bard, which I don't really want to do. But
it's up to you.
I don't know. Yeah, I would have to do some more research. I mean, like, imagine if I like, for some reason, I know there are skill requirements, but for some reason, if I was like qualified to do like a barbarian subclass, like a barbarian multi-class.
Yeah, you need. I think it's only
be a barbarian.
Yeah, you need 13 strength at minimum.
Then I just pour all my skill upgrades into strength, and then I can do that training montage entirely to increase strength.
I'd say you can't do that back to back. Like, you can't just spend, say, 2 months on getting levels.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, it gives me some ideas. I'm gonna try to look into it a little bit, see what I can do, because I could always be the ranged fighter, yeah, but we've been in dungeons, we've been in sewers where it's just like you have no choice but to fight close quarters.
That's more just to like make everyone sweat. But there are, I mean, there will be moments where you do get to enjoy being purely ranged. It's just the problem is a lot of the time you're going into enemies on their terms. And their terrain is
that's my point. Is like we're not getting attacked, we're attacking a lot of times, and ranged fighting isn't always as good for that because it turns into close quarters.
Yeah.
And except for like Thunder Wave and my normal Sword Strike, I don't really have much I can do close range.
I mean, bards don't have very much in the way of damaging spells, but usually bards mostly just end up relying on shatter for the most part. There's like proper spell slot attacks.
And that's why having the Golden Lions is really like a boon. I'm trying to figure out how to use them most effectively, but I think what it is like I gotta break them out when we start getting in trouble just to add some numbers to our attacks, more or less. So like I'm figuring out how to use them. I even thought about like maybe multi-classing as a ranger. Like you did say, I was kind of like a bard ranger at one point.
I mean,
so
yeah, it's just that like because there is a beastmaster class of ranger, but it doesn't really mesh well with your abilities. Because ranger is also a half casting class, not like bard, but like paladins, but because it uses different because it uses different casting stats, it can be a bit iffy casting between them both. I'm just looking now. It's up to you, really.
Yeah, I'll look into it. I'll see what I can figure out. But on 5e tools, is it under is there any special page for multi-classing?
There's a small section next to the on the left where it has the hit points, proficiency, start, and equipment, and then there's a small thing below about the minimum ability scores.
Minimum stat requirements, yeah.
I mean, sorcerers.
Where on 5e tools is that, by the way?
So if
It's
you click on the class that you're looking into, it's on the left.
Okay.
All right, I'll have to check on that when I get back to my computer.
Because I'm looking. I forgot there are actually some really good like sorcerer subclasses that can give you a really nice edge depending on what you do. Because you can get Draconic Sorcerer at level 1. You just get 13 AC plus your Dex mod, which means you're just in permanent mage armor. Which means it wouldn't actually be any different for you, Seamus, but it would get better over time. And it means you wouldn't need to use armor, really. Also, Draconic Sorcerer increases your hit point maximum by 2. It increases your hit point maximum by... Yeah, it increases your hit point maximum by 2 just from being in that subclass. So you can
Wait,
be
what was
really
the name of the first one again?
Draconic Sorcerer.
Okay, so that's Draconic Sorcerer.
Divine Soul Sorcerer is really good for support, because they actually get access to cleric spells, but they're considered part of their spell list.
Huh.
And cleric spell list is fucking insanely good.
But yeah, it's all about, you know, what your stats will allow. Because I remember we were discussing this after the last session, and you know, my stats just mean that I am down to, I think, something like 3 classes I could multi-class into.
You can be a fighter. You can be a wizard, or you could be
Rogue, I think it was.
yes, rogue.
Honestly,
you
I
could
could
be
be
an
any. I could be any class that doesn't require dexterity or intelligence. Which is good for me.
Yeah.
Wizard would be right out.
Oh, why are you in the character Mensa?
What?
Why is the character Mensa showing up? There we go. Yeah, so, I mean, for you, Aldane, you could be a barbarian, you could be a sorcerer, a warlock, a ranger. No, you couldn't be a ranger because they need dex. You could actually be a cleric.
Yep.
I mean, I was thinking about moving Dyrant over to like ranger or fighter or even cleric, depending.
I'd say Aldana's the biggest choice of character classes, but that's just because a lot of classes either need strength or some weird things like that.
It's my wisdom that's locking me out of a lot of classes.
Yeah.
I have dog shit wisdom compared to most people.
Akura could actually be any class apart from any charisma casting one.
Anyway, does that mean everybody is back?
I believe so.
Also, I do want to say we're not going to be jumping into the prison stuff. That's going to be at soonest next session. Just because this is mostly just you know, enjoying your time after that fight, and also the potentially pre or you know, you doing your downtime and us potentially role playing through it.
Yeah.
This is a no strings attached, nice session for the most part. Apart from Akahane, but that was always like you always kicking him down.
Ooh, so I could do sorcerer. Sorry, I'm looking at the multi-class requirements. What
Honestly, look at Hexblade Warlock because they can add their charisma modifiers to melee attacks.
Yeah, that'd be actually really solid.
The Hexblade Warlock.
Yeah, it also means you immediately get proficiency.
And then what are the other ones that are good besides Hexblade?
Hexblade's the best warlock subclass, I believe.
Fiend and Hexblade are the best.
Which one in Hexblade?
Fiend.
Honestly, Celestial Warlock is underratedly good.
Okay,
Hmm.
I'm gonna look at those three. Let's see. The
Celestial
Celestial
Warlock
patron is
is
a powerful
basically you
being of
being
the upper
allowed to do loads of
planes.
quick heals.
Loads of
Mm.
heals. Cure
Yeah.
wounds. Guiding bolt. What is that?
Basically, when you hit an enemy with it, the next attack from anyone that hits it is with advantage.
Ooh, I love it. Okay. Flaming spear, lesser restoration. Ooh.
Oh,
This
I
gives
could,
me revivify. Ah.
I could also multiclass into Artificer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the celestial. Whatever the fuck. The Hexblade Warlock.
We
I
can look at
think
it afterwards.
would probably be best served by multiclassing into Barbarian, Cleric, Fighter, or Sorcerer.
Barbarian wouldn't work because you can't actually cast spells while raging.
Never mind then. But Cleric, Fighter, or Sorcerer would be well.
Shield though. If I could get shield.
Well, that's the thing.
That is a good spell.
A lot of people will take Hexblade as a multi-class just to get short rest shield.
Uh huh. Yeah,
That's what
because
I
it
did with my
Because
Warlocks get the spells back in a short rest.
I love it. Also, I've been meaning to get like that buff that you get the spells back after a short rest because I've been meaning to get that shit any way I can.
But yes, anyway. So,
Also a way to react and reduce damage to myself in a way.
are you... So, it's still sort of later into the day. So you've like... Are you just going to immediately get Oryx to teleport you back to Centralis then? Or what? Because some of you can just like be like, hey, can you drop me here instead? Or, you could just decide to wait and stay in Uto for the time or whatever.
I think Felix at the very least, like, and these are not like things that need to be role played, but would want to say goodbye to both his master and his parents before we leave, which I think would probably take another day or so.
I mean, this can just be done like before you go or whatever.
As I said, they're not scenes that need to be role played at all. They are just something that I want to have been done before we go. I don't just want to leave without saying anything to anybody.
Does anyone else have any particular goals in mind? Anyway,
Not really.
Not immediately, no.
so will you all just be going straight to Centralis then once,
I think
Most
so, yeah.
likely, yes.
So, I'll just say it's the next day. You wake up. It's a lovely morning day. Don't forget time zones are a thing, so even though it's morning for you, it'll be very early in the day-ish for, Centralis.
Mhm.
It'll actually be late at night, won't it?
Most likely, yes.
Yeah. So, anyway, you wake up. So, Felix, you're going to see your family off, yes?
Yeah.
Seamus, do you say goodbye to Hayato before you go?
Yes.
So, Felix, as you get to your house, excuse me, you say goodbye to your parents.
Mhm.
It's a very nice affair. Your mum is very sad to see you go, but she has to let you go. And you part ways with your dad, and he actually gives you a smile. And it's a nice one as well. It's quite weird. Raphael sees you off as well, and he, again, just he knows that you need to do this, although it is a shame that you've already got to go.
Yeah.
And Hayato, he's sad to see you go as well, Seamus, but he knows that you've got a job to do, you've got things to do, you're busy people.
Places to go, people to see, things to do,
But once you see them off, Kuro calls Oryx, and he just appears, and you actually see him in pajamas. It's like, let me find him. Like, they're surprisingly quite mundane for someone like him.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they're not. He wears basically a pajama like this. Why is this 130 quid?
Rich people
Bruh.
be dumb.
Let me find an actual. Fuck's sake! I hate Google Images sometimes. But basically, it's like a buttoned-up pajama shirt.
Yeah.
With like a pocket on the shirt as well. Here we go. I'm posting it in the general chat when it loads. But yes, you just see him and he's like, ugh. Am I a taxi service now? Okay, fine. Hop on. Where are we going?
Centralis.
Okay. Let's go. And with a quick click of his fingers, he takes you away. And you find yourselves late at night in Centralis, right at the front gate, and you just say like, "Oh shit, who's attacking us?" And you just see some guards rushing you before they quickly realise, "Oh, Kurogane," and then they just back off.
Yes, it's just us.
So,
It's the
I'm
Just
actually-
Us League.
Give me.
Bless you!
There's some new music now.
Bless you! Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm just sneezing. So, yes, there's new music mail. So, what are you guys doing for your downtime then? I'll start with. Let's make a roll. Gen, what are you doing for your downtime?
Let's see. I think Darren's feeling a little winded, a little blah after that last fight, and with the prison break going on, we're probably gonna do training, like just out and out like training.
With whom? Or did they do it alone?
They do it on their own.
Gotta be a montage.
Let me see.
I'm thinking like this is mostly to explain like the ASI increase I took.
Yeah, fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. Let me make a roll. So, I'm just rolling for any potential happenings.
Mm-hmm.
So, during your time, it's mostly just pretty relaxed. Considering you aren't really bothered. Your days sort of just go about the same. You're mostly just preparing yourself, getting yourself fit. And you do feel some improvements. You do feel like you've gotten stronger since, the fights. But yeah, otherwise it's just mostly uneventful for you. Which is probably what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next. Who's next? Felix, what are you doing on this downtime?
First week I'm gonna go and try and find Ration and play some Mahjong. It's been a while.
Okay.
Not to mention, I just got a boost to it considering I upped my intelligence.
So, you do meet Ration, and he is down for some games. Okay then. So, give me a Mahjong check, just one for now.
Fuck.
You get fucking fleeced by Ration.
God damn.
He
Man's
is
out of
just-
practice.
Yeah.
Every time you play against him, he is clapping you, and you can even tell he's not even cheating.
So much for that fucking +1 in Mahjong.
Come on, Felix. I thought you were better than this. Or what, was going to the east? Did it dull your edge?
I'm
Have
out
you
of
gone
practice.
soft on me now?
I've been able to play since. Ooh.
Maybe we need a satyr to risk you losing your fingers to get you back in the groove.
Hope not. I hope he's still in prison in. What was it? The Neutral Point or the Blue Sand Resort? When was the last time we saw him?
I don't really care. Come on, Felix. You better than this.
Oh no, out of character. What if he's in the prison we're going to?
He's not.
Oh, that would have been hilarious, though.
I'm just gonna say now, he's spoiler alert.
Mm.
The satyr that wants Felix's fingers is not at the prison.
Darn. That'd be really funny if he was.
So, do another check.
Give me 2 more Mahjong checks throughout the weeks. Unless you do something else, like partway in
That's better.
time. Yep. You get back into the groove. You've lost enough times to Ration. He's called you enough names and joked and laughed at you. You've had enough. You're about
You were
to mob.
hustling him.
You're about to mob and you beat him.
He morbed. He morbed.
Shit, I'm a morb.
By the way, I do mention my master to him.
Oh yeah, that crusty old seagull. I'm surprised he's still kicking. I mean, I say that, he's actually not that old. But yeah, I'm glad to know he's doing well. I didn't know you knew him. Small world.
I just, came up in conversation that we both learnt Mahjong from you.
I'm just that central to people's lives that everyone knows me.
Sure.
You aren't there,
Sure.
Aldane.
This
Yeah,
is out of character.
But yeah, you do a lot better this time. You've had enough. Do you do it the final week?
Fuck it, why not?
Nat one again.
No.
Oh, if you'd have nat one.
Ah,
You're back in the groove. People are starting to remember you again. Like, you're making a name for yourself in the scene. And people are even asking, like, if you'll join their team and, like, do competitions and shit. The problem is that the nearest tournament happens at the start of next week.
Yeah, unfortunately too busy. I can only do it sort of recreationally, and
I've kind of got to be in prison at this time of the year.
I'm gonna be away for a while.
Where are you gonna go then, Felix? Ration asks.
To a beachside resort.
somewhere over the rainbow.
I'm not 100% sure
Somewhere
of its
in Southern
exact.
California.
I'm not 100% sure of its exact location, but I know it's on the coast somewhere.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. You should have let me know. I'd have tagged along.
Now, Ration, you know you've got work to do. Sorry, I couldn't even get through that with a straight face.
I know. I've been on the clock for 4 hours so far. And everyone in the room just starts laughing.
But rest assured, I will be back to take the rest of your money.
Azir, I'm cheating 5 different ways right now and you don't even know it.
Good thing I'm cheating a 6th way then.
Bullshit. You're too honest for that. Are you cheating or are you pretending to cheat?
Oh no, pretending to cheat. I'm just like, is it not kind of cheating when somebody so much smarter plays against you?
No, that's just you being unlucky. Anyway, so next will be.
Do I make any money from this?
Actually, let me make a roll. You earn.
Should come out ahead.
You basically earn about 50 gold. Oh, you missed it again? So for you again, I made the roll. It was mostly just uneventful. You mostly just got to enjoy your time in peace.
Okay.
So yeah, you got 50 gold, Felix. I hope you enjoy it. That's what I was going to say. Yes. So now, Aldane.
Yeah.
What do you do in 3 weeks?
Well, first week I'm gonna go to the fighting pit to earn some money.
Oh, pit fighting, are we?
Yep.
Let me have a look at this.
You're really trying to say you're not a cop, but you're definitely a cop.
How's that a cop thing?
It's the rogue cop thing to do.
No, the road cop thing to do is what Ration does.
I see it as the same thing in this world.
I mean, you're gambling either way, yeah.
See?
Let me see. It's being awkward.
It's like the Sherlock Holmes thing when he was in the fighting pit doing the whole discombobulate bullshit.
Here we go.
The RDJ Holmes movies.
I'm gonna make a D100. This will be a public roll.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say initiative. What?
No.
Oh no.
So close.
The character must make a series of checks with a DC determined at random based on the quality of opposition that the character runs into. The character must make 3 checks: Strength, Athletics, Dexterity, Acrobatics, and a special Constitution check that has a bonus equal to the character's largest hit dice. This roll does not spend that dice, however. If desired, the character can replace one of these skill checks with an attack roll using one of the character's weapons.
I'd
So I
rather
assume-
replace the acrobatics dex roll.
What? You don't want to do an acrobatics roll and you want to just do a straight up attack?
Yes.
Crazy. Okay, make the rolls and I'll tell you what happens.
So let's go with athletics first.
Yep.
Noise.
Pog, I'm pogging.
Okay. And by a straight attack roll, like a longsword attack, basically.
If you want to attack with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
On, right?
so make a Constitution check.
Ouch.
So, let me see. So the person who comes across to you first meet, you feel the fear of God put in you. It's not Zaras, Jade.
Fuck.
Jade is there at the pit fighting. So, Let me see. Two. So, let me see. So while you're fighting against Jade, because it's actually 3 rounds, and you still win based on how many rounds you do.
Yeah.
So you win the first round. You win the second round, but you lose the third one.
Oh, I still won 2 out of 3.
Yeah, so you win 100 gold.
Nice.
Now I must make a D100 roll. Actually, no. Jack, give me the D100 roll.
Okay. 79.
Okay. Nothing goes wrong. Do you
Well,
do
that's
that
a
next
relief.
You do that next week?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Make your 3 checks.
Nice. That is nice. Better.
Much better. So, let me see now. This next person who you meet is someone you've not met before. But let me make the roll. So you win the first round. You win the second round. And you win the third
nice.
round.
Sweet
Meaning
thing.
you win 200 gold.
Hell yeah.
Give me a D100. Yep, nothing goes wrong. Okay, do you do that a third week?
I'll look at something real quick. Double check.
A mirror?
No, the third week I'm gonna go to the library.
Ah, so you're gonna do some research, are we?
Yes.
So, if you do research, you must make an intelligence check with a +1 per 50 gold spent, with an additional 50 gold added extra to get eventually a maximum of +6. So basically, you could spend a lot of money to get a +6 on this intelligence check if you want to learn a piece of lore. Do you? What are you trying to learn?
I'm trying to learn how to.
Talk to girls.
No.
How to survive in prison.
I am actually trying
Aldane.
to a skill for either intimidation or survival. I'm leaning towards intimidation.
Aldane, you're scaring the bitches.
Wow. But yeah, I'm trying to find a way to increase my intimidation proficiency.
Oh, if you're learning to do... Oh, that'd be a completely different thing then.
Okay, how would I do that then?
Right, if you're doing that, I'd say that would be considered part of training. Like actually working with someone like you would to gain a skill.
And who would I train to be more intimidating?
First, you'd also need to be proficient in intimidation.
No, I don't have it.
If you want to be proficient, if you want to be proficient in it, that's a different thing.
Yeah, I want to be proficient in it.
So the starting of that, let me see. So you could So Kurogane could help you with learning, not learning, but getting someone. And you can actually have Jade teach you if you'd like.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. I will say, just to remind you, training to learn a skill is 10 work weeks minus your intelligence modifier.
I have no intelligence modifier.
So you'll have to spend an entire 10 weeks to be proficient in this skill.
Yep.
So this will be the first of many weeks if you want to do this. Give me a
Yep,
D100.
that's fine. Alright, D100. 47.
There's a complication.
Oh no.
What's the complication?
I'm going to do a D4, but if it's not a result I like, not a D4, a D6. If it's not a result I like, then I will change it.
I think it's
So
a result
basically-
he likes.
So basically, if this wasn't Jade, the actual result would be is that your teacher is a wanted criminal. Jade is not a wanted criminal by any means. So I'm going to re-roll that. Your instructor disappears, forcing you to spend 1 work week finding a new one.
How does Jade disappear?
It's just fucking
Well, she was going out of
ghosted
town to celebrate something or other.
you. She just ghosted you. So basically,
She goes out of town to celebrate something or other and just leaves Aldane in the dust, right?
Hayato,
Oh.
breathe so you can talk.
no, I'm just laughing. So basically, Jade basically, you find out Jade basically gets, I was going to say get sick. Now, Jade basically finds out that her school is actually going on a class trip and she has to go. But she forgot to tell you. You have to spend your entire week finding someone else.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does. Be like that, my guy. In the end, you find help from a... Yeah, you find it from a generic, I'm just gonna say. No one... Someone who seems a bit more reliable than someone who's currently in education still.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, my guy.
So
Sorry
do I
about that.
actually have the week of intimidation training, or do I have Bupkis?
You have to spend the entire week finding that person.
So I still have 10 weeks remaining.
You don't even get the chance to train, so technically, yes.
I want my week back.
Cope. Sorry, my guy. It happens.
Kaido, is it okay if I grab my money from Sora, if that's possible?
Yep, you do get your money from Sora. So for all of the back pay, he actually give me a D100 as well. Again. Let's see how much you get. This D100 will influence that. Oh, very nice. So in the end, he actually has quite a lucrative time. In the end, I'm gonna roll this. Okay. So you make about 2,000 gold
God damn.
in this back pay. I hope you
Nice.
enjoy it because you'll have all of this time in prison to not be able to use it.
I figured I'd grab my money from you now before... Wait, he knows this? He knows about this?
No, he doesn't. I'm saying this as the player.
Oh.
As the GM, sorry.
Oh, I figured I was gonna grab it just so... In case, like, oh, he's cavorting with a known criminal, blah blah blah. That's not what I want.
Everyone already says that anyway, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but I'd rather not you know.
I'm friends with Ration. Felix is friends with Ration. Felix literally plays mahjong with a guy who actively gambles on his work time.
Yeah, I know, but you know.
He's doing it right now.
Like, he's literally across the building from mine. Doing it, I can see him in the window as he waves. And you
Felix
can
just
sort of
looks
the
up
other
and
end
waves
wave
back.
again.
I wave as well, but I think Dyra's just thinking like it makes it better if the money's not.
Seized.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. Alright then. So, at the end of your week, you all convene with Kurogane. He brings you into his office and he just says, "So,
Have we done Seamus this
I hope
week?
you-"
We have
Did we?
not.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
ignore me. I am cringe. Seamus doesn't exist, actually. He's a figment of our imagination. So yes, what are you doing then, Dylan, for your downtime? Let me guess.
So for the first week at least, I'm gonna be looking for merchants to talk to about having ties and trade with Tennoyama.
Carousing.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my charisma for something useful for a change.
A character can carouse with the lower class for 10 GP, 50 GP for the middle class, or 250 gold for the upper class for the work week and access to the local nobility.
That's how much I have to spend?
Yeah, if you want to spend it with nobility.
And what's the possible return on that?
You don't know, you'll have to find out.
250
basically, though,
gold.
depending on what you do, because let me read it fully. So, after a week of carousing, a character tends to make contacts within the selected what social class. You make a charisma persuasion check using the carousing table. Contacts are NPCs who now share a bond with the character. Either one either owes the character a favour or has some reason to bear a grudge. A hostile contact works against the character, placing obstacles but stopping short of committing a crime or a violent act.
Okay.
Allied contacts are friends who will render aid to the character but not at risk of their lives. Lower class contacts include criminals, labourers, mercs, town guard, and any other folk. Middle class includes guild members, spellcasters, officials, and other folk who frequent well-kept establishments. Upper class contacts are nobles and their personal servants. Carousing such folk covers formal banquets, state dinners, and the like. Once a contact has helped or hindered the character needs to carouse again to get back into the NPC's good graces. A contact provides help once, not help for the life. The contact remains friendly and can influence role-playing and how the character assigned to them will interact. You can... Oh, this is me as the GM. Okay. Alternatively, you can allow a character to stick an NPC into a contact on the spot after carousing. Okay.
Alright, so...
Yeah.
Based on that, guys, who do you think I should try to carouse? I'm thinking either middle class or nobility, but what do you guys think?
Do you have the money to carouse as nobility is the question.
I do. I have enough gold pieces to do that, definitely. I just don't know what the return on investment's going to be or how hard the roll is going to be.
I mean, I would,
the complications for an upper class. If you get a D5 and an upper class complication, you are challenged to a joust by a knight.
Oh my god.
Go upper class.
Do I want to
Go
deal
upper
with
class.
that? That's my question, is do I want to fucking deal with that? No, so I might go middle class.
Yes. I really
do
yes, you do.
Spend 250 gold like a man.
Go on, do the upper class. We want to see you joust.
I'm not all day, okay?
That's how Seamus... Everyone else gets accused of trafficking. Seamus literally kills a man by accident in a joust.
And it's not even the person
What
he's facing. He just
I
accidentally
could
throws
work
his
with
lance.
that, honestly.
Just throws his
Let's
lance
see.
and hits a person in the audience.
Kills the jouster who's competing and somehow kills an audience member. Turns out it was Oriana. No, Aldane
Oh,
murders
no.
you. But yes, so are you doing the upper class?
The middle class.
I just had to chug the rest of my beer there. Yeah, I'm gonna do the upper class.
Right. Take
Okay.
250 gold out of your character sheet.
Yep. Let's see. All right,
Have you done it?
I've done it.
Okay. So now, give me a persuasion check. I can't wait to find out. You just
Don't
makes
fail me
one
now.
angry.
Yay!
Oh, so if you actually get to 21 or above, you actually make 3 allied contacts,
Fuck
which is
yeah.
the maximum number you can make. Give me a D10. Give me a D100 though.
Okay.
We'll work on the actual contacts later.
You know, a
That's
24
right.
would be great for a deep roll.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good breathing sound.
No, I think he's laughing at me because I'm gonna get fucked.
Okay. So
And not in the fun way, right?
you
No, fuck
have
off.
you have got a complication.
Of course.
I'm doing a D8. You spend an additional 500 gold trying to impress people.
Fuck off. No.
I'll mulligan it if you want, but
Yes,
that's
please.
what you get.
Mulligan, please.
Oh yeah, you only have 500. Only have 533 gold.
Yeah, I'm not trying to spend the farm here.
Pushy noble
250
Pushy noble family wants to marry off one of their scions to you.
Honestly,
What?
that's hilarious.
What?
Someone wants
Pushy
some.
noble- Straight
So
from
what's the-
Xenophar's Guide to Everything. The asterisk means might involve a rival. So that's what you get then. Okay. So, one of the upper families is but yeah, basically during your time at a party, a post New Year's party. Well, no, it wouldn't even be post New Year's. It'd be
A winter ball.
Actually, do you carouse for the entire? Oh no, this is only the first week. What am I on
Yeah.
about? So yeah, first week, you basically get in this party, and yeah, a noble family wants to marry you off. Wants you to marry the child. You would be marrying the. Let me make a roll. Okay, and then you would be marrying the youngest member of the family.
How old?
Just turned 20.
Oh, okay.
That's not that
In
bad.
fact-
Less weird.
fact-
Less weird.
In fact, you're actually at their birthday party.
Okay.
Just to add even more spice.
How
yeah.
does this lady look?
Who said it was a lady?
Oh my god! Please no.
Are you actually like trying to go off narrow-minded cultural assumptions? I can't believe you.
I
do
think
this,
it's just that
Seamus.
Seamus
It is a
isn't.
deal breaker. It is a deal breaker for Seamus.
High or low?
Hi.
High. So high will mean if you pick high, that'll be there'll be a female. Okay.
Okay, this is gonna really Okay,
There
good.
you go.
They are a girl. Yeah. So.
What are we
I'm
talking?
gonna make
Fat, skinny, somewhere between B cup, D cup.
Bruh, you're not gonna get all these details right away.
I
Come on,
I am
knock it
I
off.
am the horny bard. I must know.
Oh, I made a roll for what race they are. Goblin. They're a straight up goblin. And yeah, this is the youngest daughter. It's actually the shortest of the family as well. So she's like teeny tiny. Let me just see. She is exactly 3 foot in height.
Oh, no thanks.
You are literally more than twice her height. You
For a
declare
Yeah,
She's what is she, a halfling? A gnome?
Goblin.
a goblin.
Ah,
So yeah, you say no.
yeah, that's a no thank you.
Oh. Give me a straight charisma check, no persuasion. See how they take it.
Like, I'm honored and all, but no thanks.
They're saddened.
She seems
but
like
they,
a wonderful girl.
They're saddened, but they understand. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do next week? Do you carouse again?
How much would I have to spend to carouse again?
Again, it's 10 for lower class, 50 for middle class, or another 250 for upper
Let's
class.
switch to the middle class.
You do, however, gain still gain 3 allied contacts. So you do middle class. Yes, did I hear that right?
Yeah,
Going
middle
once,
class, so that's
going
50.
twice.
Yeah, middle class.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check, my guy. Once you're done subtracting your money.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this all in my head when I'm a little bit high. So 50
Bro,
minus
just get-
33,
Just get your user's calculator.
17. Hold on.
Or your phone's calculator.
Yeah.
83. Got it.
Okay.
Or no, it's 87 actually. There we go. Now I got it. And then you said straight charisma or
Persuasion.
persuasion? Can that be with advantage, please?
No, but you did make 1 allied contact. So I'm gonna ask you again. Give me a D100.
Here we go.
It's a 10% chance, but the 10% is different because I do make a.
That's better than last time. Give me something for that.
It doesn't matter if it's better. You still hit the complication.
God damn it.
D8 time, boys.
Me D8 or
Nope.
you D8?
I'm D8ing. Do you want to know the
Okay.
middle class complications before? No, you know what? No. Let's...
Oh god. No! Please.
A particularly obnoxious person has taken an intense romantic interest in you.
Oh god.
You can
Look
mulligan it
that.
if you want. Asterix again. Potential rival.
What do you guys think? Should I mulligan that?
Your choice.
I don't know if it's like one of the better options or not.
Your choice. I have no knowledge.
Yeah, Darren's getting money
Felix is just having the time of his life playing mahjong.
and doing that. Darren's also doing that
What
weird top
are the
trick.
details of this person? Do we know or?
They are one of your fans.
Oh god.
What's wrong with your fans?
Groupies, though. It's weird. I'll take a mulligan. God, I hope it's not worse.
You have been recruited to help run a local festival, play, or similar event.
Oh, okay, that's not bad at all. Alright, I'll go with that, definitely. Let's do like a concert.
Who said it's up to you?
Alright, fine. What do they want to do?
Basically,
They want to run a cult.
what was that? What, run a cult? Yeah, I was about to say that actually.
Please no. Have mercy, Kaido.
Wait,
Oh,
this is
man,
Starfall as
You're just
well.
doing Shenyun.
The lower class carousing
Masa,
complications are
you
so
keep-
fucking good.
Basically, Starfall, which if people read the document, is the first recorded meteor shower. People born on this day are supposed to change the world. Basically, this is it's basically a mass like party in the streets of the middle class, the middle tier of the city. So you've been forced to help out. Again, you do make one allied contact. The head of the party who is running it is your friend now. So you get that. What are you doing for your final?
So that's how many contacts in
You've got
total?
4 allied contacts so far. 3 upper class
Well-
and 1
well,
middle class.
Oh, so 3 upper class, 1 middle class. So I only got 1 out of the middle class.
Mhm.
Ooh. Okay. I guess I can deal with that. Final week, I think I'll take a break from all the politicking and the bullshit there.
Rouse once more.
Crowds with the lower class.
That's how much? That's 10 gold to do that?
10.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was away from the keyboard for a second when Seamus was dealing with yet another suitor. How'd that go?
He mulliganed it and now he got forced to help out mate with a party.
Yeah, which I thought was preferable, but yeah, you know, I got one
I'm-
friend out of that, which is better
I'm gonna say
than
now, I'm gonna say now if this happens a third time, you're not mulliganing it.
yeah, I figured.
Seamus having to deal with a stalker would be rough but funny.
So do you carouse once more? Yes.
Do it for the lower class. Just do all 3.
All right,
go for
fine, fuck it. I'll do it for the lower
Oh
class. That's-
my!
Give
all
me
10 gold.
Give me a persuasion check.
Nice.
And it's 10 gold, right?
2 allied contacts. 100 to me.
All right, this is the real clincher. What the fuck?
I didn't say it was the 10%. It is. But that's beside the point, but yeah. So, D8 time.
Here we go. What's the complication?
You have fuzzy memory of doing something very, very illegal, but you can't exactly remember what.
Amazing. This is like the greatest.
No! No!
Jameis is actually getting cancelled. You know what? I'll be nice. You can mulligan it if you want, but otherwise,
You can all.
What could it possibly be? Like something very, very illegal. It could be drugs. Like
Human
that could be one
trafficking.
thing. Oh god. I mean,
Seamus
that
needs to
would make it
go.
really easy to get thrown into the prison, I think.
Mm-hmm. You'd also be cancelled.
But if that all gets forgiven
Seamus
afterwards,
puts out a-
if that
put-
like if the deal is that all
Seamus-
gets forgiven afterwards, I might go with it, like
Seamus
out of
puts out a-
character.
Seamus puts out a twit longer. My mistakes. Does an apology video. Sits in
Oh
front
my
of the camera,
god.
breathes heavily and breathes out, just like every apology video. Do you accept that, or do you mulligan it?
You've gotten a better result
Well-
every time you've mulliganed.
How about this?
Yeah.
I'll roll the
Huh.
other result, and then I'll tell you what it is, and you can choose between the two.
Okay, thank you for being so nice. This is such a tough. Oh god, no. This might make it a much easier decision, but let's see.
Pickpocket lifts 1d10 times 5.
Can I roll that d10 and then decide?
No, no.
Oh,
You
no.
either do something very illegal or you get pickpocketed.
It's only a max of, what, 50
Seamus
gold?
becomes poor.
I don't think I'd become poor no matter how much gets taken, but like, fuck, that's still a hit I don't want to take. All right, since my rolls have been so shit, I'm believing that my D10 is gonna be shit, so I'm gonna go for the pickpocket option.
Okay. Do you want to
Watch it
roll
be
it,
a,
or do you want me to
watch it be a
roll
10. Watch it be a 10.
So Seamus,
Yeah, pick this up.
No going back. No going
because-
back.
wait,
That's 50.
wait. So because no. Oh yeah, D10 times 5.
So yeah, it's
Yeah,
50.
it's 50.
Yeah, so you lose 50 gold.
Great. But I still get
So you
2
don't-
contacts, right? At least.
Don't get cancelled, but you do lose money. So what's worse, really?
I was hoping it would be this big of a hit, but it's still better than getting cancelled, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, you've at least got to mulligan you losing money at the fucking the party.
That's
the
true.
upper
That would have
class.
been 500. That would have been a
You would
lot.
actually,
I would be broke.
poor. Yeah, you'd be a
I would be
broke-ass-
broke.
Put it this way, Dylan,
Smells like,
like
broke-ass-
the
smells
lower
like a broke-ass bitch.
the lower class carousing complications are pretty bad.
To be fair, I could just imagine like Daron like training on the rooftops of the city, and then like smells like broke ass bitch as they see Seamus walking.
No, just see Seamus walking
wait.
by and the pickpocket just obviously just taking gold.
Daron was the one to pickpocket Seamus. So
yeah,
you
I'll-
gain 2 allied contacts, 2
Yeah.
lower class contacts.
Put it this way, Dylan. If you had rolled a 6, surprise, you're married.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Biggest money, baby.
in the bio section here, I'd put in allies and organizations, the contacts you made. So you got 3 upper. I'll type it out so you can copy paste it. I'll give more deets by next session, so you can actually have an idea of what contacts you've got and how good they may or may not be. To be fair, you looked out. If I hadn't mulliganed, you'd be fucked by now.
Yep. Thank you. So I have 3 upper class, 1 middle class, and 2 lower class.
That's a pretty good deal, honestly.
Yeah.
You made 6 allied contacts. It's a shame because if you could have rolled a 1 or a 1 between a 1 and a 5, you would make a hostile contact.
Damn. Well, at least
Oh,
I didn't
That's
do
up
that.
to 100, though.
No, number 3 from the upper class carousing. You agreed to take on a noble's debts.
No, I didn't.
Oh
What?
no!
No, if you did get
Oh.
that.
Yeah, that would have been fucked. I don't have the money for that.
Number 7 of upper class. You've become the target of a variety of embarrassing rumors.
I mean, number 8 for lower class is everybody is calling you by some weird, embarrassing nickname like Puddle Drinker or Bench Slayer, and no one will say why.
Ass eater.
Or 7, streaking naked through the streets seemed like a great idea at the time.
So, Kaido,
James
my
is
question
actually
is, what can I do? What can I do with these contacts now?
So basically, when I give you the details and actually give them, it's up to you to decide if you want to call in favors with them. So say, one of them might own a theatre troupe in a foreign country, which might give you an in for for work,
Mm-hmm.
Another one might own a mercenary company, and then you might be able to get help for transport and getting through places. Another one might be a magic item seller, so you might be able to get a discount on an expensive magic item. The lower class contacts might be able to smuggle you through hidden passages in the city. If you need to get to places quickly or something. Like middle class contact might be that you get a free month to stay at an inn if something happens. Like, it's that kind of shit. Like, in fact, because you got a 6 and you got to help run a festival, I'd allow it so you'd be able to get in somewhere to do a performance if you wanted to call in that kind of favor. For example, you want to perform somewhere nice. For example, you can call in that favor and get somewhere. Like, that's the kind of stuff you could get from it. Does that help?
Mm-hmm.
Makes me laugh that Aldane's religious, but he has not yet done religious service yet. Oh no, I'm looking at the complications for the religious service. Blasphemy is still blasphemy, even if you did it by accident.
Why do you think I'm staying away from doing that?
You accidentally discover that an important person in the temple is a fiend worshipper.
Exactly.
I was just
Why do you
about
think
to
I'm staying
mention
away
that
from doing the
one.
religious services, man? I know the complications for that one. Not fun.
So yes, I hope you all enjoyed your downtime.
I have enjoyed my downtime.
But yes.
I enjoyed
So-
none of mine.
I
I did not
enjoyed
get a lot there.
I enjoyed your downtime.
I enjoyed your downtime. That was fun.
So wait,
enjoyed it.
so these
I was
contacts,
very
they can help me obtain magic items and travel stuff.
It could depend. It depends on what the contacts do. Basically, what I'll do is I'll give you the names of the contacts and what business they might run or what they might do, and it's up to you to decide how you might want to claim a favor from them.
Okay, go.
You might want it so that every single contact literally just gives you good word of mouth to boost your fame. That's an example of what you could just do.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Let me write the contacts down so then you can decide. You don't have to call them in right now. You can call them in 50 sessions later if you wanted.
Yeah, but I want to know
Yeah,
the right path to
take
have
your time
them
to-
develop along, and
Yeah.
so that they can do it behind the scenes
I'll
without
do
me
it
having to interrupt.
I'll do it sometime by the end of this mini arc because hey, you probably, unless you're being accused of human trafficking, I doubt many people are gonna want to
Associate with
help
you.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once your name's been cleared, then you'd be able to call them. But I'll get you the deets anyway. Don't worry.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna say I'm fine with just calling it a session now if you'd like. Just because
Yeah.
Sounds
the next session will be you getting into prison
Mm-hmm.
and all of the nonsense around. Actually, no. Before we do, I'm going to say now what you're actually allowed to smuggle in,
Right.
just so then you can do homework and decide.
Yeah.
I'm just opening up all of your character sheets so I can look at your inventories with you. But otherwise, like, for all intents and purposes, it's kind of the end of the session. But I want to work with you guys to, like, you know, what you'd be allowed to take in. Or not.
I think we can do
know?
that off stream. So.
Well, I mean, it's more also just then the audience can know.
I
So
want
I'm
it to
gonna
be
say-
I want it to be a secret though. Like a
Yeah,
reveal
let's
kind
make
of
it a
thing.
surprise.
Okay then. All I was going to say is that you're allowed to take in one weapon or instrument.
Weapon
And
orange.
Paintbrush.
Or brush. The only limits to weapons will be the Dracolich. The only thing will be limited is the Dracolich pieces. You will not
So
be
no
allowed to take them in
Dracolich.
with you.
Okay.
You can take that in, and then 2 miscellaneous items, which can include ink bottles. For you, Mill, I'm going to say the maximum is... How's 5 sound?
I can work with 5.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be able to get our armor once we're.
No.
So
Darn.
2 miscellaneous items that
Kuro-
aren't weapons,
Kuro would-
basically,
You
right?
can take in magical items as long as they aren't like a cloak or anything that's too conspicuous.
How about a bag of holding?
And say if you wanted to put stuff in the bag of holding, you could. Just let me know
Yeah.
what's going in the bag of holding, though.
That is the plan. Remind me
This
again,
is
what's the capacity of the bag of holding?
Bag of holding. Let me see. It is 2 feet in diameter at the mouth, so it's 4 feet deep and can hold up to 500 pounds.
Yeah, I'm
But if
taking the
you all
bag of
want-
holding.
Yeah, you can do that, and then something else.
Well, as I said, we'll do that off stream. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this as much as we do. In terms of future stuff, Tuesday. Again, would you be up to doing Road 96 again?
I should be, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I think we'll do Road 96 again. Thursday we should be finishing off Ace Attorney Justice for All, and
There you go.
catching that dirty killer. Saturday is the next installment of our Pride Month lineup, which is LGBTQ plus rep in video games, and then of course next Sunday we're going to jail.
Yep.
Fun.
Going to
Don't drop the
jail.
soap, guys.
Otherwise, again, thank you for watching. Please do give us a follow here on Twitch and on Twitter at Storytime_net. And otherwise, we hope to see you on Tuesday for more Road 96. Good night.
Bye bye.
Later.